MHz. Sur Facebook et YouTube, Radio AUDACE. Boîte postale 1797 Douala, Cameroun. Téléphone Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What is happening? Welcome once more to another edition of Nabstar's show. This goes on every Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. And today is a really special day for me because I have the pleasure of hosting this show alongside my only sister who's here today. So welcome to the show. That's my sister. She's right here. Lua, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. We're going to be doing this together, and this is a great thing to do because I know this was really not your stuff, and somehow it just became your thing, and I'm so glad that, you know what I'm saying, that we could do this together. So today,
my pleasure.
So today, I have to lean back. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So today is going to be a very special day. It's a sibling show, so I'm looking forward to that. All right? And then, of course, we're going to talk about your YouTube channel also a little bit. Just tell us a little bit about that. Let's show that.
It's newish,
yeah,
but not that new. So it's about a year old this June.
Okay.
And initially it was a bit more unserious.
Right.
And I'm getting more serious about it. It's just lifestyle.
Okay.
Family vlogs, my weight loss journey.
Okay.
My son who plays football.
Right.
So just a bit of everything.
Okay. We'll be looking forward to that. We're going to talk a lot more about that. But from now to then, this is what we're going to do. We're going to listen to some music because we have my man Crippen up out there. Crippen, on va jouer un peu la musique et puis quand on revient, on va commencer l'émission. Tu as vu les traductions de ton nom en anglais? Ça te fait plaisir. Let's go. We'll listen to some music and we'll be right back. You're listening to Radio AUDACE. This is 106.8 FM, and this is the Nabstar Show with a bill for real.
Je ne vais pas dire que je suis un gars sincère. When my baby girl lost me, she placed no one above me. Le panga que je get selma. Afa ya yunbu, me kone zinyam wala was numbu me galenma. But she gave me a second chance. Tu sais que je t'aime ma reine et nul peut se comparer. My African queen, yes you're the one, and I thank you daily. Now your love for this is so, love for this is so. Let you uka fanga moment bebe. L'amour tu m'as préparé, no be poto poto mama. L'amour tu m'as te comparer. You're my African queen, yes, you're the one. And I thank you daily. Now you love for this is so, love for this is so. Let you uka fanga momo bebe. L'amour tu m'as préparé, no be poto mama. L'amour tu m'as préparé, no be poto mama. Baby nobody's gonna mess with your body. Baby nobody's gonna mess with your body. Nobody fight past you. Nobody sweet past you. Nobody fit try my love. Oh, then go run back all oh. Let you can and bow down. Can and bow. Let you can and bow down. Can and bow. L'amour tu m'as préparé, no be poto mama. L'amour tu m'as préparé, no be poto mama. Baby nobody's gonna mess with your body. Baby nobody's gonna mess with your body. L'amour tu m'as préparé, no be poto mama. L'amour tu m'as préparé, no be poto mama. Baby nobody's gonna mess with your body. Baby nobody's gonna mess with your body.
Hey, Mr. K-Mix.
Yvon Liller. Yvon Liller. Yvon Liller. Yvon Liller. Snapchat gang, Facebook gang, WhatsApp gang, TikTok gang, Thriller gang, Insta gang, Twitter gang, Tinder. No. Est-ce que le volume est bon? Non, augmente. Est-ce que le volume est bon? Le son a un vieux goût. Le cop. Je dis que le son a un vieux goût. DJ, pourquoi t'as coupé le son? Moi j'écoute ta radio a coupé le son. Les terrains en quota sont déjà avancés. Même si le son c'est le wish, nous on va danser. Génération chicha, oui on bosse comme des chinois. Bel-Air sinon Shiba, on est fiable et le grimba. Goro nous a tués, non. Goro nous a tués, non. Du lundi au lundi, nous on kiffe. C'est pas le hon, c'est pas le pep. C'est pas le hon, c'est pas le pep. C'est pas le hon, c'est pas le pep. C'est pas le hon. Snapchat gang, Facebook gang, WhatsApp gang, TikTok gang, Thriller gang, Insta gang, Twitter gang, Tinder. Oh. Est-ce que le volume est bon? Non, augmente. Est-ce que le volume est bon? Le son a un vieux goût. Le cop. Je dis que le son a un vieux goût. DJ, pourquoi t'as coupé le son? Moi j'écoute ta radio a coupé le son. Les terrains en quota sont déjà avancés. Même si le son c'est le wish, nous on va danser. Me to me for my tongue, I beg no bring me down grimba. Mamie was down on your waist, Joe Bala c'est dans Shiba. Et chilling au petit pays, en mode free, sur le pied de Yagami. Le mbalé a pris, yes, voilà ça calme de la rue. C'est pas le hon, c'est pas le pep. C'est pas le hon, c'est pas le pep. C'est pas le hon, c'est pas le pep. C'est pas le hon. Snapchat gang, Facebook gang, WhatsApp gang, TikTok gang, Thriller gang, Insta gang, Twitter gang, Tinder. Yvon Liller. Je suis pas là, les petits déjà au quartier. Yvon Liller. Au volant de voiture, tu mimes, t'appelles les bébés. Yvon Liller. Aujourd'hui, les gens de mon pays sont déjà éveillés. Yvon Liller. Olivier le Bouman, c'est mon kojo. Yvon Liller. Commissaire et Tibi, viens, on va manger le mongo. Yvon Liller. Miyaka, Tieman, Kolo, Tabala. Yvon Liller. Le docteur, le gars de d'Afrique de Bamena. Yvon Liller.
quand le soleil soulèvera, c'est moi qui serai près de toi. Que peu importe ce qui se passe pour moi, il y aura toujours une prochaine fois. Que tu me suivras à chaque saison et que tu m'aimeras toujours autant. Dis-moi que tu me trouveras belle, malgré le poids du temps.
Dis-moi qu'il n'y aura jamais de toi sans moi. Que jamais la distance ne nous séparera. J'apprendrai pas à pas, ensemble on se construira pour toujours. Je voudrais que les astres s'alignent, le tempo s'arrête quand tes yeux se posent sur moi. Et quand je danse et je danse, que t'envahis, follow tous mes pas. Que les astres s'alignent, le tempo s'arrête quand tes yeux se posent sur moi. Et tu ne vois que moi, je te veux pour moi.
Kennedy, je me bats chaque jour. Vous cherchez mon gagne-pain. En ce troisième, je me bats chaque jour. Vous cherchez mon gagne-pain. Au marché central, je me bats chaque jour. Vous cherchez mon gagne-pain. Ici au bureau, je me bats chaque jour. Vous cherchez mon
And we back in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Like I told you, today is going to be a real special show because this show today I'm doing it with my sister. My sister is out here today, and today is a special comedy show for those of you who know. And if you're following us right now on Facebook, well, welcome to the show. We are actually broadcasting on AUDACE Media, AUDACE Radio, that's 106.8 FM. But then we share it also on our Facebook page. So if you're on our Facebook page, you can see the original videos from AUDACE Media. So go follow AUDACE Media and make sure you do that. Of course, in the building today, ladies and gentlemen, D&D is in the house. One time, what's happening with my boy D&D?
Yes,
D&D,
Baba, yes, Baba, yes, Baba.
Aujourd'hui, c'est spécial pour émission pour toi parce qu'aujourd'hui, on a quel comédien en fait?
C'est spécial comédienne, tu en as une à côté de toi. Tout à l'heure, tu as dit, mais c'est une comédienne, non?
Ce n'est pas une comédienne.
Comment
et puis, tu es venu à l'antenne pour vraiment montrer.
Bon. Ok, j'ai tapé poteau, j'ai tapé poteau.
T'as tapé poteau depuis. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest, or our first guest today on this show is a very special guest. I've known him for so many years, and I think he's just not more than a talented guy. He's a very intelligent, smart, uprising, and already claiming his
his part not just in the skits and the drama industry, but also in the movie industry, as he has been able to play very important roles in very important Cameroonian movies. In a couple of years, he's already been able to build his mark, has a lot of followers, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers combined on the internet, and everybody always calls him, when he does his skits, Richard, but of course it's Godis Fokwa. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Richard. One time. Hey, Baba. Yes, Baba. You came through today looking like Richard. That's what I want to make today. Welcome, Baba. Yes.
Thank you.
How you go? You know the man?
I know the man, no. The man OG for quarter.
No be like. No be so. Yeah. Absolutely. By the way, this is my sister.
Hey, how you doing?
She's hosting the show with me today. My sister has a YouTube channel, and today she's out here to just show us, be part of all of what is going on over here. Her name is Lua, and this is Richard, aka Godis Fokwa. All right. Welcome to the show, bro. It's a pleasure to have you here. There's so many things that we want to talk about, and I think that this is definitely the right place for us to do that. First of all, it's your first time here.
Yeah.
How you see the new environment, new show, new
amazing, new shit.
All right. We're also live on AUDACE right now, so make sure you share that live, because that live is right now. It's our live on AUDACE. We share it. The first things I wanted to say is, first of all, congratulations. I want us to trace you a little bit back, because I knew you before you started really acting per se, if I want to call it that way. But you was behind the scenes. I want us to start from there, right? Like how did your whole movie industry, skit, drama, everything come about?
Well, I came into the industry, I think 2014 or so. But back then I was just behind the scenes, trying to learn, trying to work, trying to get to know people, and trying to get people to know me and know exactly what I can do.
Right.
At that time, we did not really have comedy buzzing the way it is right now, But then I just had a drive that I wanted to make this thing work, and work so bad that I was a PA on so many.
That's what you used to do on set, right? Because I know that you I always met you on set. I met you a couple of times on set. You was behind the scenes, but you was really doing some very interesting things. So I was like, what exactly is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was a PA for.
I was a PA for this Cindy Mado's film, A Man for the Weekend.
Man for the Weekend, yeah.
And so many other films, Some of them, they were not finally released. And then after being a PA, I think I met Mr. Kayan Kwan, and we had a conversation, and he said, "Guy, I like the way you roll, I like the way you work. You can be an amazing production manager." So I had training for 2 months, and then when I came back, I started managing productions. I managed close to 10 films or so, Fisherman's Diary, and a lot of films. And I think in 2018, I told myself, I think I'm ready to step in front of the screen. But then there were no opportunities. Nobody can cast me for a film because, they don't know me, and they don't really know what I could do. So I say,
how was it like before you even get there? How was it like? How did you manage to go through, say, 2, 3, 4 years? Behind the scenes with all this talent that you had burning inside of you? Because I know, because I met you a few times behind the scene, and something that I actually noticed about you was the fact that we would be walking, and somebody would just trace on talk, and I'd turn around and look at this guy, I don't tell you that to me before. I was like, this man, this so you don't think this some kind of way. It was not just about being, it was shocking stuff that you would throw some stuff like, nah, that's a punchline. You know what I'm saying? It was smart, it was funny, and it was really you know what I'm saying? I was like, why is he? I think we had that conversation. I will never forget. We was walking down Mountain Hotel. It was in Mountain Hotel one time, and you said something. I was like, bro, don't you you're not supposed to be behind the So how is it like all those years, doing work behind the scenes when you know that you're a star in front of the camera?
I felt like that was what I was supposed to be doing at that time, right? Because there's this so much knowledge that I needed to gather, and so much stamina that I needed to get before going in front of the camera. Because I mean, you need to get educated before you school you get, and a lot of people just get in front of the camera before getting the kind of education that they need to be able to handle that front scene. And this knowledge that I got, this basic knowledge, and then this was just like the foundation that it's actually helping me right now because there's a lot of stuff I shoot by myself. There's a lot of things that I do that a lot of people can be like, bro, how do you manage to do this? But then this has been my life for like six years and so it was amazing. I felt like that at that time that was what I was supposed to be doing.
Right, and I think it worked pretty well for you because I think you've been to the school and you came in very ripe. That's going to lead me to my next question, which I think is kind of what would you say has been your most important movie role? Because I want to start with the movies first.
I think films that are out. I think I did a film in 2019 called Saving Bango, produced by Stephanie Toom.
Right.
You know, I think that was the most challenging for me because I really gave it my all.
Right.
And up to date, I feel like that is it. And the Richard character too has been something that has come off
but
amazing.
the movie, because I wanted to start with movies first before we go to your web series and your skits. But for the movies, all you say is your most important role so far.
John in Saving Bango. So far, I think.
Because I think that's where a lot of people got to discover him. What do you think, Laura?
In fact, let me just start by congratulating you.
Thank you so much.
Because I think a lot of people have talent, but they don't get the opportunities, the stage,
the
progress that you've made. So I think for a start, let's start by saying good job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good job.
Because Saving Bango was like the big one. That's where a lot of people got to discover you. That's where like you left from not just behind the scenes, but right to the front stage, like bam, at once. Tell me something. Like, do you read books? Because we always wanted to know that.
Oh yeah, I think I read books, but most of the books I've read over the years has been books on acting,
Yeah.
And I have a lot of people telling me, "Guy, I read books on."
What's the most important book you've read so far, and why?
The book I've read that has been so instrumental, for my career has been I'm trying to get the name of the book. I think it's the book I give to every person who asks me for a book, on acting. Hold on.
Yeah, you have to bring that out.
I need.
Bring it out because I think it's very, very important because most of the time someone like you who
have
knows
to share
what
that
you're
to
doing,
people because I feel like that alone gave me the ability to be able to be natural as an actor and to be able to relate with my co-actors. I think that was like the basics and foundation for me, away from all the experience I've gotten on set. But that book, it's been amazing and very instrumental in my growth. So as we go on, you're gonna remember the book. Okay, sure, definitely. You got a question? Yeah, let's go.
How did you feel like bursting into the scene right up?
It was crazy. I think this was like the first time this was happening to me, and it was overwhelming, right? Because I started having like attention from people who weren't giving me that kind of attention before, and the pressure was crazy because you had to look, a certain kind of way, meet people that you didn't expect to ever meet. And get to share conversations with people. But then on the conversation part, I think I educated myself a lot more that whenever I'm in a room with people who do the same thing I do, we level up, because I understood what filmmaking was about, I understood what acting was all about. But then the other part of it, which was having these people that you don't know coming close to you, telling you, "Oh man, I love you," and then they're trying to be a part of whatever's happening to you at that moment. That pressure. That was the first time that was happening to me. Like you have, people inviting you to come and hang out with them, people you're not being with them, so you get to experience this new world, or this new people that you normally just don't know. So trying to understand them, trying to break in, and then there's the whole different level of the industry that you don't know about that because. At that time, all I knew was, okay, I had to study my acting, get it right, but then the business part of the show, I didn't know that.
Okay.
So this was cool for me at that time because I started, people telling me, "Hey, guy, you have to monetize this thing, and you have to do this, you have to do that, you do that," and then I went back to square one. Learning this different part of the business. So it's like stages of this thing where you go from, wanting to just be this amazing actor, you finally want to get this amazing role, you finally get this role, and then boom, attention comes. People want to come to you, and then you have to monetize that. So, overwhelming.
All right.
Yeah.
You're a very creative person, okay? I wanted to ask you, like, what is your creative process before you come up with like your skits? Let's talk about Richard.
Oh yeah.
What's the creative process now?
Man,
That's something we would like to know.
It's fun, right? It's super fun because I grew up in this community that is full with so many stories, so many things happening that I had this so much, like I had a lot of creative ideas in me. All I needed was just a chance to just get them out there. And when I finally had that, it was quite easy. So most of my skits, I think when I used to do like skits back in 2018 before the Richard thing, and then back in 2020 when quarantine came, the whole COVID thing, that was immediately after Saving Mango had its shine and stuff, and then the whole COVID thing came and then shut down everything. I was home for like 6 months, nothing was happening. Like I was almost getting depressed, And then I have a brother I work with, Franzo. We talked about starting something that is consistent, and then we just came out with I did a TikTok video at that time. I was wearing the same costume, and he was like, bro, this dress has something. Let's do something. Let's do a character that has the same dress. We did it, and
so it was just a TikTok video first of all. You wore that costume. That the costume was just meant for you to do the TikTok video.
Yeah, and everybody just like, guy, this character, and then we built it, and then we started shooting. We shot like 4 episodes without having a name
for the character.
And then one day I was like, oh, Richard. Because we were trying to find something. We don't want to go with maybe Nji or Ngwa, because we didn't want it to be just about some particular kind of people, but we wanted everybody to relate to this person.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's clear because our late grandfather's name was Richard.
Yeah.
Moi, je l'ai vu performer dans plusieurs films aux écrans noirs. Oui. Et à chaque fois, c'est des rôles de performance en fait. C'est des rôles vraiment très très performants. Maintenant, moi, ce que je voulais savoir, si tu choisis tes rôles, si c'est ce type de rôle que tu préfères, parce qu'à chaque fois, c'est des rôles de challenge. Voilà. Je veux dire, si c'est fait exprès, c'est toi qui choisis ce type de rôle, ou bien tu peux entrer dans d'autres styles de rôle que tu veux bien.
Yeah, I feel like for me, right? Every role I want to get should beat the previous one I've had. I don't want people saying that, oh, this thing you did way back there is way better than this thing you're doing right now. And I want to push myself as an actor every single day, because I don't feel like we really have a lot of competition in the industry, because we're just doing what we're comfortable doing, right? And ever since I did Saving Mango, I really haven't had a role that has taken me like that, like I've had to go to sweat to get it done, because the shit I went through, playing John. Boy, like I took 4 months to prepare for that thing, and it took me like 3 months to get out of it.
Okay.
All of that mental work, that getting to want to be this person, being this person, investing emotions into a particular thing for this long time. We shot. I came back. I still couldn't get over Mbango, like Mango the character. I would see her with some other person. I'm jealous.
Oh wow.
It's that kind of thing.
Yeah, you were in character.
Like, really in that thing. And then it took me this long time to get out of it. And I feel like that should be the kind of thing that we should all be going for. Like you do something that is timeless. And that's the kind of thing I want to do. I want to do something that 100 years from now, people are going to reference that work. Like, you know what? Somebody did this thing some time ago. Which, because I feel like I'm in competition with myself and myself only. I don't want to do something and everybody saying, no, he can do way more than that. I want him to be like, I didn't know that this guy can do this. So for me, I chose the ones that are challenging. Like I have a movie that I'm about to do, because I've been wanting to do something that has like action, choreography and stuff in it, and I have one that's come my way, which they reached out like a month ago, and I was really excited, because those are the kind of things I want to do. I want to do things that can get me out of my comfort zone. So I actually choose the roles I play.
Ouais, je voulais rappeler à Nabil qu'on a eu ensemble le même prix aux écrans noirs. En même temps que tu avais ton prix, j'ai aussi un prix. Je sais pas si tu... Voilà. On était dans le feu de l'action, personne ne pouvait aller féliciter l'autre parce que chacun était content de son prix. Voilà.
Sure, go ahead.
So what challenges do you have? Right, back in the day, I'm talking 20 years almost, I was actually acting then.
Yeah, that's true.
What challenges do you have almost 20 later, I'm in the industry,
Yeah.
knowing that we're growing.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the growing, not growth.
Yeah.
So how do you find the fact that you burst into the scene and you're doing so well?
I'm kind of grateful that we've had this growth, right? Because 5 years ago we were not where we were. We are right now. Changed, who acknowledge what you do and they feel that somebody can. I feel like as an actor, one of the biggest challenges I have right now is I want to keep this thing going, and I don't really get now away from the web series I'm doing, right? I wish that I could get maybe 2 or 3 movie roles. Okay. Like that we have like productions happen like this. Every year we have just a few, and in those few of them you can't really find what you really want to do, because we people making movies, every single time. But then the biggest challenge which has been affecting not just producers but actors too, because the whole thing about distribution, the whole thing about marketing, that has a lot of effect on the actors. Because why? If these producers don't sell these films, we can't get paid. Of
course.
You get so we're where we are because there's no market, and if these films are not sold, people can get to watch us, and if they don't watch us, we're not bankable. Right. So that shit is a problem. Like it's a very big problem. I think I have an advantage because I have the web series thing I'm doing that people get to watch every single day. So they see my face like that. Right. So it's kind of easy for me to make some money.
Yeah.
You get it? And
it's like you have a main job and a side hustle.
Great. So if these producers want to cast me for film, they're looking at, okay, he has a following. We can use this. There's a film that we're promoting right now, and I'm actually being paid to promote the film.
Okay.
Because I'm a cast in the film, but then they're like, your following can give us a whole lot of
audience.
So guess what? We want to pay you so you can promote this film every single day on your page. Right. So imagine that we had.
I think that's one of the reasons why they pay actors a lot of money also in Hollywood. Like, it's supposed to be like that.
The face, the face gives the fame, and vice versa. So it's kind of win-win.
Yeah. For producers are crying about we don't have a market, but I feel like they are the market. Right. If you have bankable faces, you can sell. Right? That's why we're gonna go bring Ramsey Noah here, because we feel like this guy's face can sell. So why don't we focus on trying to make our own faces so that we can sell? Because if people hear that Godis is in the film, they want that's money. You get so I wish that we could have films and we could try and solve the problem, of the, and for me, I feel like the way.
Absolutely. And you said something before, sorry to interrupt, you just said something about online presence.
Yeah.
Don't forget that the web is the widest and the most viewed platform. When I say the web, I mean all aspects. So I think a way that you can carry on not being out of market is to carry on things like YouTube, Instagram, just keep putting your skits out and you're remarkable. So
very much.
Absolutely, so it's great. We got a couple of questions for you, Godis, all right?
Okay.
Real quick, and you just answer them really snappy, all right? The first question is, who was your childhood?
My childhood hero, Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela, okay. What's your favorite childhood memory?
Wow, my favorite childhood memory. Okay, that shit is tough. Okay, fine. One day I stole, right? This thing always comes to me each time I think about my childhood, because
it's your favorite memory too.
Yeah, it's my favorite memory.
It starts with one day you stole.
I stole. I stole. But then I have another memory that I'm never gonna forget. Now I was given. Now my auntie told me at this time I was actually living with my auntie, and she had prepared achu the previous day, and then there was this achu soup that was in the pot, and then there was okra soup too. So she called me and said, "That's that pot. Wash up." So I went and I took the achu soup that had meat and all of that in it, and then I went behind her drinking the shit and then she opened the door and then she saw me, she froze. And like, she's looking at me and she's like, then she closes her door and goes back to her room.
Right.
There I knew there was trouble. Yeah. Because when she knock on the door like, mommy, I'm just asking if a problem there. He said, enter. I enter. He said, lock the door. I locked the door. Man, it was crazy. And everybody in my family knew that story because everywhere she went to, she was talking about it.
That's story, right? Yeah. So your favorite childhood, your favorite childhood memory actually is behind beats.
Man, I was really out.
Yeah, you enjoyed the food at least.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go.
That's what makes it favorite. I had like a lot of meat.
All right. What are you planning on doing? Any other things apart from acting right now? Because you started from behind the scenes and now in front of the scene. What else are you planning to do? Any things next week?
Producing.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to that. Yeah. Acting or you prefer?
Acting.
Okay. All right. Now, what TV show or skits are you currently watching?
Okay. I think I watch a lot of Kevin Hart. You know, I watch a lot of Kevin Hart. Then I watch Sabinos from Nigeria. Right. Mr. Funny. I think a lot of Brother Shaggy. I think Sabinos and Brother Shaggy, and then Kevin Hart. A lot of that, and then Dave Chappelle. I think those are the people that be cut like this craft like level, and there's a lot to be learned from them.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Absolutely. That sounds really interesting. Another thing too that I want to do is that what would you tell us like the funniest of behind the scene in any movie or your skits? One of the funniest behind the scene stories that you have for us.
Okay. Okay. I can't swim, right?
Yes.
I can't swim well, but not really. My not too at all. Filming this scene, when we're filming Seven Bangles. So
what do you mean by your swimming is not too bad?
Not too bad.
Either you can swim or you cannot swim.
No, I can be in the middle. I can be in the middle, man. I can't swim in the ocean, but in the river, I can manage.
Hey, how about swimming pool?
Swimming pool, the shallow side. Swimming is swimming. You don't need to. So this scene where Bango actually dies, and we're about to film this scene, and I was really afraid, and then we had like a bunch of girls, a bunch of people who were back, like trying to see what we're about to do. Right. And then I told her that, okay, I don't know what to do. She's like, bro, if you fuck this shit up, all those girls. And I'm like, I can't show my fear like this, man. So I can't really show my fear like this. I just held myself, and then we went into the river,
right?
You know, and then when we got into the river, and we went like to the middle point, right down. Then the guy who was paddling said, "Imagine that he just jumps into the river. What are we gonna do?" Jesus Christ! Like I've never been frozen. Like I told this dude, guy, if you try this thing, oh man, I think that day. That experience was just crazy for me. Like,
right.
The whole of that day, I was kind of traumatized because we had to film that scene. Not just that scene. There's another scene. Now, there's a sex scene in the movie, right?
Yes.
And this is the first time that I'm doing in the film ever.
Right.
You know, and each time that we actually go to set to film, I'm looking forward to this day. We get to this day, and then they said it's scene 25.
Right.
And then I go to the script and I see scene 25 is the sex scene. Jesus Christ! I'm like, how are you gonna do this today? Then I go to my co-actress and I ask her, bro,
how are you gonna do this?
We're actually doing that scene today. She's like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes. And then we go for it. And I was there, Kanyan Kwai, Stephanie Toom. And
so they like kind of like let everybody else, you know,
everybody else leave while I'm there just with her and then with the DOP.
Right.
And we're about to film that scene, and I'm kind of nervous. I'm like, okay, I've done this in real life, but this is the movie, man. I ain't never done this in a movie
before.
You know, and then Kanye said me pull down my trouser. I'm like, what? So yeah, pull down your trouser. And I said, you mean like me take off all my trousers or what? He's like, no, just bring it down so I can see your butt. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. I'm like, okay. That was then. There's a quote that says acting is like, you know, standing in front of people and then getting naked. You know, there's a quote about acting like that. And then this quote just comes back to my mind. Oh, shit, I'm about to get naked.
You're about to get naked. So that's actually you acting acting right now.
Right now. So I said, okay, this is it. You know, this is the moment I've been waiting for all my life. Let's do this. So we go on and do it. And a lot of people keep when we watch the scene, they ask me like, guy, you want to be on this team?
No.
I'm like, no.
That's the question. Is it yes or a no? It's a no.
Like, no.
There's always a way around it, absolutely, right? But are you enjoying this whole new, found, stardom, fame, talent, grounds? How are you finding that right now?
I can't really say I'm enjoying it because I feel if it's just me, I'm not where I really want to be. And I feel like there's a lot of distractions right now. People wanting you to act and behave some kind of way. People wanting you to act and behave some kind of way, and this sways you away from the main thing that you really want to do, because there's a lot I want to do. I think since the whole of this year, all the things I really plan to do this year, I haven't really done them because I have like this thing happening, and somebody might feel like this is all juicy and amazing. Yeah, it is. It has its advantages, but then the disadvantages are so that they're crazy, right? Because you really need to be able to focus and maintain, know exactly what you want and what you're going for, right? But the sweet thing about the whole thing is I get to meet amazing people every day. I get to, be in these rooms where amazing things are being discussed, and it's kind of overwhelming, but it's kind of overwhelming, exciting, but challenging somehow, because I want to beat what I was yesterday every single time, but then because everywhere you go, people get to know you, they want to share a little bit of what you're saying and all of that alone distracts you from the main thing that you're focusing on. So you can get carried away by everything that's happening around you. So sometimes I just wish like, you know what, I could just work, like do all this work and then come out and realize I'm famous, like I don't have the fame around me happening right now. I just be in a room and I'm working so hard. And I don't know what's happening. Like you see what's happening with the Big Brother thing, where you go into this room, you guys are there for like 3 months, and then you come out, you see all this, but then guess what? You've done all the work already. So I just wish we should.
Moi, je voulais savoir un truc. Avec quel réalisateur actuellement on travaille?
Okay. Well, let me start with acting.
Bon, bref, on s'en fout, qu'ils sont au Cameroun, qu'ils sont n'importe où. Avec quel réalisateur tu aimerais que tu rêves travailler?
I call this guy who the director of Black Panther.
Who directed Black Panther? Question.
C'est vrai.
The director of Black Panther.
But then this
is always going in.
Just leave
if that is
the Black Panther.
But away from that, I have this other person that I really also want to work with. A director that I want to work with. These names just keep popping out of my head. I'm kind of distracted. But then actors that I want to work with, I want to work with Idris. I want to work with Leo DiCaprio, and I want to work with Johnny Depp. For my Nollywood actor I wanted to work with, I really work with Ramsey Noah. So yeah, I think
that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, listen. This phone call is in the building. You're gonna go as Richard and come back. I've got this in a few minutes. All right. So let's put our hands together for him. Thank you very much. We're gonna do that together. But while she's gonna escort you out. Here, while you're going out, please. While you're doing this, okay, we're gonna call up on when he comes back. He's going to be coming back as a big boy that you are Ngwanu. All right. We'd like to see that. Right now, Lulu, we're going to introduce our guest. Our next guests are very, very interesting. Introduce them for me. I want to see how. Yeah.
Right.
All right. And do that for us.
Right. This is a lot of pressure.
Right.
Because one and two, I've never been on radio. So, and I just saw them before and I started grinning. If you saw me on the camera, I was smiling, excited. Right. Anyway, they are the most known Cameroonian couple. Right. Right? Right. And when you see them, you cannot help but love them.
Absolutely not.
So it's Caro and Copis.
We're going to come over here, Caro and Copis. On va s'asseoir parce qu'on dit qu'on ne laisse pas, pardon. Un côté, on va laisser l'autre côté. Viens de ce côté, on s'assoit ici. Comme ça, on les laisse le couple de l'autre côté. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's put our hands together for Caro and Copis. So, hi. Hey! Wow, no young news. Wonderful. Where Asha? Hi! The only married couple in the world. Sorry, the only married couple in the world. They in the building. Una welcome. Carol, your belly how many months? Sorry, I'm vexed. Baba, down your belly how many months?
No one in Villa.
Ah.
They work.
Okay. Yes. But small time, eh?
Special table no dey for my ma take my career.
No, you want to show
All right. Wow. Welcome.
Thank you.
So how fun? How you see that happen now?
I mean, this no, we don't come, we don't enter AC.
How you see this new studio?
Hi, no. You dey check.
You dey check now?
Is fine?
It is fine now.
No, be the cafe. My heart no be the fine. I say I enter, but yes, some fine coat touch me.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy the place.
Oh wow, that's good. I'm my sister. This.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nah, real bush fella. Not be that my bush fella.
Oh.
I love you guys. On a separate note, I've watched all your comedy skits online. Me and my mom.
Yes.
Yes, your mom is a big fan.
Yes.
We met her.
I love you, and I feel like I'm still dreaming. This is like proper starstruck.
As you don't see black girl with small bobby, don't say, hey, I'm mom. You know a mom for outside. You know a mom for outside.
I wanted to have them here because I think this is like the first time Caro and Copies are on radio. Me, I've been on TV, but not radio.
Oh, yeah.
No, be so. I know vex and I think I easy. I know say no be so.
That's why I get wildlife.
I know say get wildlife. I get plenty of questions and I book kind of question. I say a question they like GC. I already want to know. And one way they send I'm saying put it. But the first one I get to do now and I say, I tell people they send me the shady life. I understand now. Yes, tell people me share life. Put it never correct for your life. The whole Cameroon know that. The whole Cameroon like when I do so only 20 how many people they life. It's not normal. I gotta tell everybody.
My proud people when I give a defend on herself, when I not disgrace me for here. When I share the life.
When I first start by when I first start the share. Yes,
maybe I don't get Android.
I know so again at Chironko, your man go share for you and this thing.
When I be one now.
Yeah, same thing, no be so. I say so. So when a comedy skit there now, so where would I do it? I did do it for more than almost 2 years now. Because I know say you can't make almost 1 year now. We'll be celebrate the first anniversary. Then I said this second anniversary we can't celebrate and I will pick it. No be so.
Yeah, you can't pick it.
I've got a few questions I will ask you first of all. This is your makeup. What do you do so? Very special, unique. Nice. It gets some special name where they call her.
Of course, me I give my spa for boy. All man know.
Oh really?
Yeah, girlfriend but eventually can't do makeup for my spa. They call my spa say Caro Spa located for Bakure Town.
Okay. For Bakure Town.
Bakure Town and the one at Caro's Touch.
This is Caro's Touch. Yes. Wow. So we have to visit.
We have to
visit the
not
spa.
You, me.
Okay, you. Yeah.
And you, the bush fella, will be open for sponsors. You know, because my woman get to take her international.
Of course.
Okay, a lot of clients they contact say,
from Dubai, America.
Bring the tea for America, bring her for Germany.
Right.
Because your handwork really strong.
Yes.
Right. Understand now?
Yes. So they like.
So put some small thing.
We get for Kuta.
Yes.
So my sister, we get a couple of questions for Una. I think we'll start with her first. Okay. So
I'll talk to Pidgin now.
Yes, of course.
How?
Karuna, you're picking the English.
Okay, now with same people now. We Moika picking now.
Yes, Moika. I won't tell you. So John, I'll cross your character. Me tell you.
I want to just ask and say, how Una is separate in a personal life from Caro and Copies? Because I found it hard to believe that you guys are not an actual couple.
I will tell you now.
Finally, what I have to do?
How do you guys manage your life day to day when you're not together? How do you?
When we're not together, we freeze. You will see together. Easy to manage. You will choose both for
How many people?
No. The only married couple.
Only married couple.
Yes.
It's some serious stuff.
Is this serious stuff?
Yeah, it's serious stuff.
This one is a joking matter for you.
So, until I want to ask you now, first of all, I say, this kid, then we will not do and so. All right, I don't see plenty of the skit them. Which skit you talk for you? Say the most important skit from the beginning of time till today.
Important.
Yes.
Why not put as the most viral?
I think
because viral feels also the important.
Yeah.
But so one day if you go viral, but then it not be important. Before now, you understand?
Kwakoko was fit, so I think
he goes fit, so
important skit that our most viral skit. So
the first one we would know as Caro and Peace.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the Kwakoko goes fit so skit.
Yeah.
Till today with people they see get a lot of comments, get a lot of comments and all that after 2 years. So.
And yeah, so go ahead.
How do you guys carry on being so consistent? That's what really amazes me. The consistency is amazing.
Well, it can only be God. I mean, 2 years and some months. It has been amazing. I mean, I have the best partner ever. The best partner I could ever imagine.
Ask for.
So, I think our passion has kept us going, and our vision too, because we see a bigger picture in a few years. So that keeps us. That is our drive that has kept us consistent and passionate all these years.
Okay. So when I drop some video today, Enjoy.
Yes,
Enjoy don't come out.
You don't come out.
When I saw Enjoy, it reminded me of my late Perica fish. I was like, wow, when I want to do the same. May so rest in peace. It's called Enjoy too. I was like, wow, I really want to know where they go on with Enjoy. Yeah. So I think I'll also say, Kwakoko will be actually one of your most important, most viral, because that's when after Kwakoko, after Kwakoko, after Kwakoko, waiting to actually blow up for you. But now, too, I want to know about is like when I do a skit. Then what's your Because first of all, Oma knows one thing about you guys. For those who don't know, I'll tell you now. All that scripted is not scripted. All your skits are not scripted. Yeah. And people they want to say, but how you even able to do skits without scripting it?
And flow that much.
I know how they happen. How now?
Yeah. So then they were even Mrs. Vad used to shock. Right. Because when me and my woman we discuss for phone. Like when idea come up, he go to say, okay, I get the idea. They mean to not just so we share ideas. We don't write anything down. When people come, just like you become, okay, now so you get for talk. So this is your character, and you. Flow. And
for me, it was actually me. I can't tell. Like I never like book. I never like reading.
Now you talk and see them. Will not give lines. Say talk to this particular scene. No.
You just talk the scenario.
Just come, improvise. Just say what. Just flow. And I feel like there is this positive energy,
exactly,
which gets into the other people who come on set because everyone is able to deliver, giving their A game. So that's it.
And how long does it take? Does it take longer with certain people? Because you guys seem to do it so easy.
To do what?
To like do a skit. Does it matter who you're acting sometimes with? Does it delay you guys, or do you just?
When you get amateur, because sometimes I use even people that understand, even musicians that they come.
Yes, sometimes we'll be faced with that situation. If person will bring them on set, no be a professional owner, person never ever stand in front of a camera. We know we need to take 1 or 2 minutes for correct the person. Even while on set where the act will give us say, okay, cut or freeze, adjust them, But if we deal with some person where already be used to camera like Nabil, Pro,
it just flow
like right. But something about the accent also. I think I'll ask at a time where some other person did for you, but if you already start with a few questions, so we get some kind interesting question and we want to know about now, for know the way the process go. First thing they say, want to tell you, say, give us an anecdote, tell you some story about the most funny behind the scenes story. Go on, get them since we're on the shoot. First of all, I must tell something, right?
Okay.
See, behind the scenes, now it's funny, you forget. I've been there, I don't lie you. What? I say, now, I really want to see that. First when I do that, too. When I do behind the scenes, I would like to see that one. Yeah. When I do a compilation behind the scenes, it will be crazy. Because I know, even for Bushford, it took us maybe 1 hour. Talking about delay, it took us 1 hour to shoot that last place where the worker come out. After I don't run now, after no time they don't can threaten them, then they get for go. That one because Lydia Maki. Because it was so funny. So I must say, behind the scenes is amazingly funny. I remember I had to do a one time, and every time the one just finished the shot, so all mama boss laughed. So they enjoy it even more than you people do. That's the beauty of it, you know. So tell us, what if you have to say, I want everybody to give me their own. Which one? Let's start with you.
Okay, my own. That one.
Yeah.
Our own. Which one?
Yeah, tell them because I just did halfway.
Okay. Now the scene where you go for to say.
What we go for a compound way.
Yeah.
Where we go for enter health things or something.
Yeah. Well, we deny.
No. That's your song when you sing and walk me.
Thank you.
Okay, but I'm not stay fine.
You're fine. Jesus, just sing that say Jesus don't save you.
Yeah. We have that one then.
No, guess it other one. Who just release them?
Which one then?
That TV who just release them. So what's he?
What are we?
Whoa, we go spider up. Mommy boy, the BBT Naki. I know.
Rachel and
Battery. So get the other one. So we open organization. Some people ask
NGO. They will get the one who shoot up with this rapper.
Mike Monster.
No, not Mike Monster.
Kosi.
No, not Kosi.
This other guy.
Young Time.
Young Time.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That would be very hilarious. So yeah.
Wow.
So what would be, if you want to say, what story would you say, like, you know, this is a story that happened behind the scenes that every time here we crack up about? What's your funniest behind the scenes experience?
I think the most funniest behind the scenes experience should be Kwako Sweet. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. We did like 15 takes.
Okay.
Because at the point where I had to change my voice.
Right.
When I was setting my head down, I would laugh. so we did like 15 takes.
In fact, in appearance, generally, the very much funny. Yeah. Like, I've never seen him like that before. He was like, yeah. Annoying me like, what is this? It was so funny.
And I think that what's up, you finally change it for marrying. Because if we think about it, like at the beginning, that's how you start. This was not your look.
Yeah.
And when I do Kwako Go Sweet, so would you guys would not be that married that time?
No, we don't marry that time. We just see doing a back.
Oh, you're doing a back thing. Can we stay?
Exactly.
When I know Jonah though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I met him here doing where I come from.
I don't really see him for your life. I don't think I know him personally.
Bah, moi, la question que je voulais vous poser, c'est quoi? C'est que moi je regarde de temps à autre, bon, depuis que Nabil a apparu dans la web série, j'ai commencé à m'intéresser en fait. C'est qui la prochaine star que vous allez faire introduire dans votre web série?
Okay.
That's the first star.
The first star.
New York boy, when I say French. My turn at the tongue I say.
Oh, sorry. The first star.
No, they say who is the next celebrity. No.
Why would you like their prestige?
Well, you have to laugh there.
No, sorry, we don't feel
laugh. When I want me to laugh close.
No, sorry.
Let me laugh close.
I bet on no vex. So he asked and say now will be the next time when I'll use them for an skip.
Okay. I think Caber Nanji.
Oh wow, interesting. C'est Caber Nanji.
Ouais, cool.
Toi si tu veux être là, tu veux aussi donner ton application.
Moi, je suis free.
Yeah, we like to work with you.
C'est quand vous voulez, je suis free.
Yeah, we don't work with Banka before, so you too, if you pass us on Banka.
Vous s'en mettez?
C'est quoi au Panga?
C'est quoi? Ils ont le langage. Absolutely. I said so. Caro, who be your childhood hero? I say when we grow up now, be the highest person.
They think them plenty.
Right.
I get a lot of people the way they inspire me, so I don't really know what people talk about it.
But which one person really inspire your character, Caro?
Okay. Me they not tell me some people don't take offense, so I don't skip Cameroon. Me I don't mean you so. Really like so. So Mercy Johnson, Nigeria, it inspired me a lot. Wow. Yeah.
Right.
It inspired the character Carol a lot. So.
Okay. So one thing that I need, I make everybody do actually. Richard already come on go where he never yet do But before the end of the show, we wanna get for plan one celebrity. We wanna get for Collie, Pranky on this show. I go Collie night. So I start think about her and think about the prank when I go Pranky live on radio.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like
but they like that kind of thing.
Sounds like a plan.
So one better do when I get for Catchy, Pranky on this show.
What
So
is the best they already watched the show now?
Nah.
Is it going to work?
Then it depends on the watch show they know work, and that means that from today anybody when they watch the show they will catch up.
They better know the watch.
That is good. Today I want everybody to watch, but today is the day that I don't want some of you to watch. We'll catch you now today. We'll catch all my when they watch the show today. Growing up, which would be your favorite TV show?
What's up with
Oh, actually, I can't believe Okay, what's your?
Down weekend.
Have you ever dreamed, say one day I'll go down to the stage? Because I've always wanted.
Hey, which kind of stage you be the plan for? What stage?
Sing. Growing up, I'm a singer.
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed that. Why you sing like that? Not be.
The way they answer mama said talking, I know.
Have you ever seen myself sing for day for become some big stars?
Right.
Oh. I didn't go for foolishness.
Never too late.
Never too late. He just started her own YouTube channel now. She has 4 children. Her first son is playing football. Just had her last child. She has 4 kids. First son is going to be 14. He plays for Man City. The under junior team. She works. She's a mother of 4. She has 2 football kids, and she also has a YouTube channel. She can find time all between that. So that's why she's here. And she has a job. That's what I mean. She has a full-time job.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
you inspire me now.
Thank you.
Me to 1 million years.
We're keen for play football. You are boy.
You go that boy.
Okay. You want to tell me my people No. Me, that's not boy king of the
belly. But me, I carry the belly. No,
that's not boy king of the belly.
You want to disgrace yourself for Douala? You want to start around?
So now boy and a girl actually. Now which one a boy and a girl?
Na boy.
Okay, if not girl, which one I'll call her?
Na boy. No need that option.
Okay, na boy, which will you call you?
No, wait to see.
If not girl, we'll call it Caro Peace.
Caro Peace.
Caro Peace.
If na boy.
Peace Caro. Copies roll.
Okay, when I don't decide the first one I'll call her.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now who I'll call?
I get 2 people.
Yeah, because now 2 when I don't have 2, so I got 2 people I'll call. Who be the first person you want to call? Call her now. Before somebody tell you say they can't call you.
Okay.
Yes, call you way for. And who you want to call?
I will never call now. Now, I don't know the number with my phone.
I know you have a call and involve some man for live signaling people and say they can't call them. So for those who we've been begging people that people should please share the live. Please share the live. Please share the live. People should please watch the live. That you don't want to watch the live. We're about to catch you people now and prank you people. You probably trouble now. Don't be so. On va trouver quelqu'un qui va m'appeler et on va les pranker. No, you see so.
Okay.
Don't be so. Lou, in the meantime, do you have any question while they're still trying to get the number out there? Because I know you had a lot of questions for them.
I think I'm starstruck.
Right.
You know, when you're starstruck, you can't actually ask questions. You just look and you're just amazed and you're just happy to be around me. Yeah.
How would you think that your colleagues would describe you, Caro? How if you say a colleague, they would describe you?
First of all,
yes.
the government talk say, I be down my way or I love the master.
Yes.
They will not say me, I be your lady, I see the hot. Felicia the young of Mahani and Dokas. Because if I be made a say, insurance affairs short me, no, then 2 they get high pass.
Oh, okay.
So if I be one low small, okay, no, Dokas will ping me. If I want low small, so Felicia will climb on my head, Beno. I be iron lady, so they get only one way the can describe me. Definition of perfection, me, not me.
Okay.
Wow.
That's why you are the virtuous woman.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And I'm inspired to be a virtuous woman.
Oh. You get a couple classes.
I get a couple.
I want to ask some questions where I might know the answer, but the second part of the question, I will you get an answer. Which be your favorite exclamation. And what do you mean?
May I answer the question?
Yeah.
My favorite exclamation is abong listen.
Voila. And what do you mean?
It means say, fine for talker.
You fine for talker?
Yes.
Okay, for which country talk?
For Bangwa.
For Bangwa? 99 cents.
99.999. Number one. Number two. Yes, I'm that person.
So when I know what kind of person we do, but this is one thing we talk about. When I talk about some person, we go be our next guest right now, and this is very, very exciting because the first time with that person, you can this radio show, first time person you can on Nabstar. First time actually we see the person on radio, we don't see the person on TV, see the person on skit, and see the person a lot. Now very, very good friend. He came today with enough wahala, enough trouble. Yeah, now people now.
No.
Auntie Felicia, ladies and gentlemen. Auntie Felicia, I got to be in my chair also. You don't see I put there. How do I stand? How you stand? You know if you pass, what's up? You don't add weight. Why? Because you put them.
Even if you pass, you go ask. The call it must be for you. Even if you pass, go sleep.
Auntie Melissa, can't you sign I'm going to put you to the other door. I bet take Auntie Melissa to the other door.
I bet when my ship may not talk to me.
No one kind of door. No worry. You get different door. Get go.
Use the
take Auntie Melissa. Use the other door. Bring Auntie Melissa to this door, please. No vex. Yeah, sure. Let's put our hands together now, Auntie Melissa. I'm doing on my chair, Auntie. Yeah.
So different dog will be one go mix.
Let's put our hands together for Auntie Felina. So I'm sure you know Caro and Copies. This is my sister, by the way.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I like your skin color.
Thank you.
You never touched oil.
You know that man?
Oh yes. Amanda. Yes.
Auntie Felisa is a friend. I said, let's start with this, right? When was Auntie Felicia born? Let's start with that one. Caro and Copies, she don't quiet. So talk again.
When some kind of person enters, it's give for you give for the air.
So as I was,
when they will enter, please.
So as I've been trying to talk for the rude interruption. Actually, Auntie Felicia was officially born on the set of Caro and Copies.
So now the picking that way when I want born now.
So I mean, I'd done some viral piece of skit, I think, on Freaky Table, right? And something on motivational speakers.
Yeah.
So I think I was just mimicking Kobos and Mama Talaku.
Yeah. I bet do that here. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I cannot remember. That's a very dangerous zone to do now. And then the public did not know me. Like, okay, no problem. Now,
okay.
I don't want Facebook Live. But it started there, it went viral.
Yeah.
And then I'd lost my mom in 2015.
Yeah,
and I'd been looking for ways to immortalize her memory.
Oh wow.
And before, I think you know Howard, right?
Yeah.
He was like, okay, you're a writer. Why not do a mememoir?
Yeah.
And I'd already started writing a memoir on her. And then whenever I told her stories, friends around me would laugh. It was so hilarious.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, then I had an idea. I could actually perform her better than I could write it. So I said, okay, this could be a sure way of actually, bringing back her memory.
So,
and thank goodness, Caro and Cookies were open to me introducing my character on the platform.
Wow.
Because not everyone will have the opportunity. I mean, they are literally the biggest thing happening. So you go in there and they just your first gig is with them. Yes, but I know say excellence to me. You know if you understand English.
Louis, I'm sure you have some questions already, right? Yes, let's go. My sister is a YouTuber.
Yeah.
She's a mother, she is a full-time worker, and she's a soccer mom.
Ah, wonderful.
Yes.
I think I'd actually sent you an email because, funny enough, you did something for the Secret.
Oh, yes, you know, I'm honorary secretary. Excellent.
Yes. You did something for our UK stuff.
Yes.
And I actually used your video.
Oh, okay.
Because it was interesting.
Yes, absolutely.
And I wrote you, I don't know if you remember.
Yes.
I'm amazed.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky to be. What's the chance of meeting you?
I can imagine, right?
Meeting three of you.
All right.
So I want to ask, what challenges do you have having an alter ego like Mami Felicia?
Oh yeah, I think at the beginning is that people want to box you into that character, so they don't want to make the distinction between Quo Elonge and Auntie Felicia, the comic,
which is going to be done today on this show.
So oftentimes they want to tell a single story and say Auntie Felicia is an extension of you. Right, so that was it, and I mean, and it was really strange because a lot of people had gotten exposure to who Quo Elonge is on Freaky Table.
Exactly.
And so, but you're in a very conservative society, a society which frowns a lot at bending gender rules.
Exactly.
So I was not only bending it, I was bending it real well. Like so because a lot of people had done the cross-dressing comedy, but they did not take it to that extent. I would think it seemed a little bit caricature, a little bit pretentious, because, and I would think that they themselves had inhibitions as to how far they should take it before these labels start coming on them. So I think that's the key challenge, because it's cross-dressing comedy. I would have done comedy. I think I would make a better stand-up comedian. For those who have a glean of my life from Freaky Table. But then you need a seat at the table to do stand-up. You need a platform. How do you get that platform? How do you go and say, I have a stand-up comedy show when you've never done comedy? Nobody knows you. So rather than seeking for a seat, I decided to just create my own seat, provide the visibility I think that I would have immediately, and maybe sometime I will segue into it, into stand-up, yes.
Wow, amazing. And then day to day, right?
Yes.
People kind of, and I ask this question, who differentiate now from, because when I knew you from Freaky Table,
yes,
because from Joanne,
yes.
And when I saw the first time I saw Auntie Felicia, I thought, oh, they look the same. I didn't think it was the same person.
Yes.
I thought it was a very uncanny resemblance.
Yes.
And then somebody said no. I said no. I looked, and I'd seen it for the first time when you did a show with Nabil.
Yes.
The sexy man, whatever.
Yes.
And I found your humor interesting, your knowledge. Yes. And then I saw you speaking pidgin. I saw you completely different.
Yes.
And I think that talent is amazing.
Thank you.
What I want to just say is good on you.
Thank you.
Great. So until the way we will ask you also, Auntie Felicia, what will be your process? Like, how your process of your creative process? How do you work? How do you come up with all your skit them and stuff? Because you know, say also, like something I know we know before, the way you're telling me right now, and I say, you're actually bringing your mother's character back to life.
So the character is totally, like, I would say about 90% fashioned after my mom's mannerisms, her reactions. The stories are not hers necessarily,
of course,
but the mannerisms and the reactions are hers. She was very interesting. Her tone and everything was very interesting. So she was just a comedian without even trying to. So I knew that this would be something that would click with a lot of people because her character was very relatable. So in many ways, because I've internalized that character, obviously because I'm the best person to play her, I was a son. So I'm the best person to play her. Let me just digress a little bit. People say, there are people who are critics of this kind of comedy, say you are appropriating female comedy, and so you're dismissing the place of women who would have, female comedians who would have done that. I'm like, my mom died. I'm appropriating her story. Who is supposed to tell it?
Who else?
Yeah, so I like, no, that doesn't mean anything. And for those who say cross-dress and try to set an agenda, I'm waiting for the person who cross-dress and start just like Auntie Feli. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. But then the process is basically, we try to make it as relatable as possible. So we don't really create abstract stories. We look at the everyday life. So it's people quarreling over boundary, land boundary. It is Caro and I competing over who can cook. It is fighting over pipes that are burst in the compound. It's nothing out of our community. That's why a lot of people can relate
to it,
because they know an aunt, a sister, a grandmother, a mother, a neighbor
who's like that,
act like that, And even if you don't have somebody who acts completely like that, there are little bits and pieces of that you will see that like, so the process is just looking at those things and then use sarcasm and hyperbole to make them interesting,
which is something you have in excess and abundance. In abundance. The question I wanted to ask everybody, I also want to make a also chip in on that question. First of all, it's a very interesting connection. Say when Kwako be sweet, he was cross-dressing. And then Caro married him, and then he went straight, and then you now. Do you think that your Auntie Felicia is filling in a place that he should have taken, or do you also think based on the absence, because that's something that should be said? You said once that somebody, you quoted his name, said that women are not funny. You had said, I can quote you saying that, right?
Yes, yes.
You said women were not funny. Do you think that you are trying to fill in a female unfunny gap?
Okay,
or?
so I was quoting somebody who said,
yes,
women were not funny. It wasn't really my opinion.
Right.
But then when you look at what prevails, you don't see a lot of female comedians.
Right.
That's why Caro is such a huge
sensation.
And it's not just because she's female, she's very brilliant.
Right.
And so she actually demystifies that thing that says that women cannot be funny.
Right.
You understand? Unless they are hysterical and all of that. So you see how she has a lot of range in the way she does her thing. So that's the first thing. I don't think that this is my personal opinion because we've been friends for such a long time.
Right.
While they were doing Karanko piece, I was always a cheerleader.
Right.
So yes.
Right.
So I don't think that he wanted to do cross-dressing comedy.
Right.
Like any comedian, he explored different storylines, and that storyline in itself was not one in which he wanted to be a cross-dresser, but he was doing it to an end to get food.
Exactly.
Yes. Now it's different from mine.
That's something.
It's different from mine because there is no unveiling. The character does not change it into a man.
Right.
It remains Auntie Felicia.
Right.
Yeah, so that's it. I think that to me that's the key difference.
It was absolutely different.
So his was motivated by a storyline, but which you have a final reveal of him being a man, and that's what made it totally humorous.
That's true.
Beyond the brilliant acting, I thought he was very natural.
DND, they say Auntie Felicia, a bit of French.
Moi j'ai une question.
Yes, yes.
Est-ce que en incarnant le rôle
Auntie Felicia,
de la femme là, est-ce que fini à la fin, ça ne te colle pas à la peau, même quand tu sors du personnage, est-ce qu'il n'y a pas les
manières?
No, it doesn't. Before I used to be very conscious of it, but now it really doesn't because I know where Auntie Felicia ends, and I know where Elonge begins. So immediately I take off the wig. Immediately I take off because can you imagine dealing with Auntie Felicia on a regular? Nobody wants to do that. No. I remember somebody asked
not Caro, not Auntie Felicia.
Nobody.
Maybe
Kopi is my but not Caro, not Auntie Felicia,
not both of them, not the one of them.
So I think I'm able to establish balance and boundaries with both characters.
Right.
Somebody had asked me a very interesting question. It was actually asking this to my girlfriend. I was like, does Auntie Felicia get into the relationship? Has she experienced Auntie Felicia in the relationship?
Right.
And the shocking thing is, in the relationship, I'm actually very mellow. Actually like a pushover. Right. Yes. Because you really cannot be. You really cannot be
in the relationship.
Yeah, in a relationship.
Well, you have thought.
If I'm the dominant person, because
no. In a relationship, I like the person, so a lot of things will be let go. But trust me, if we are caught up in a place where survival is needed, it's like Auntie Felicia. Don't mix me.
So you have that backup.
Oh, the backup is there. It doesn't surface really often, but it is there. It can surface.
Exactly.
Oftentimes, I would say it's not an alter ego, but because the character is so well integrated in me, I could flip at any time and do that if it's necessary. For example, people meet me and they want to just take a short video, and I'm all elonge, but they're like, they want to take a video, and I know they want something interesting. So then
you switch.
I switch. I might be putting on the cap and I'll be like. Like just touching my invisible, rich, expensive water weave.
At what point did you discover that you could do this? Like, at what point did you discover that you're Auntie Felicia and I'm great? Because to be honest, like, how long has she existed for?
6 months.
6 months. She's got 40-something thousand followers on Facebook.
Yes.
You say, 5,000.
Yes. Oh, we're celebrating. And trust me, this is something that people should realize. I have the best colleagues. I'm talking about skit comedians.
Right.
Because these people...
That was the question I was going to ask right now.
Kupis, Caro, Richard, Dorcas, name them. They've been like... we share ideas all the time. You would think that this business is a competitive business. But I think we compete with ourselves. Like, what can we do next? Not against each other. And so... in many ways, that's why it's so easy to work with them. We've created this universe. Imagine, it used to be Kara and Copies, but now we've created this universe where these characters interact. So it's a whole world on its own, where it's like there is a country or a community where you have Karo, you have Copies, and we're able to interact. You have Felicia, you have Doctors, you have Richard, you have we're all able to interact in that community, and it's because there is competition, but the type of competition when I see some kind of skit where Karo, they don't say, nah, you got to up your game now. You got to up your game. You have to up your game. Yeah, it's not a game of numbers to me. It's about quality. The quality that we are putting out. So when I see any skit comedian do it, to me, it's like oxygen. Do more. Yes.
Can I just ask something?
Sure, very good.
I don't know if it's a comment or a question. I've got
Yes.
so many questions.
Yes. Yes.
The thing that everybody meets, young, old, medium, high level, they know about you guys.
Yes.
And sometimes you sit down in the living room, myself, my husband, who are quite not young people.
Yes.
My mom,
yes.
and even I think younger people,
Yeah.
and we talk about what you guys do.
Yeah.
And we start believing it, and we start
Yes.
wanting to believe it.
Yes.
So does this put you under pressure, right?
Yeah.
To keep up?
Yeah. Oh, yes. It does. It really does. You have to constantly feed your followers.
Right.
And to me, I think they share the same thought, because I think to me particularly, this is no longer comedy. It's like evangelism.
Right.
Because when you receive messages of people who have been going through a tough time, depression, lost somebody, and your comedy is what has given the person a new hope. When you see people who go to work, they have to work 12 to 12, and they come back, and that is what gives them, like they use to de-stress. You see, you start looking at this differently. It's no longer just comedy. It's not longer just humor. I remember Tim Zinn, the owner of Steven's Music.
Right.
Yes, he gave me this call. This was one of the most touching, emotional part of my life as a comedian. So he got to me and he was like, his elder brother is a super achiever, but he's been very sick and he's in the States. And he was like, he watches Auntie Feli throughout while on his sick bed, and he wants me to just talk.
Wow.
So it was a surprise.
Wow.
And the entire family was gathered around his brother.
Right.
And this was an elderly man. And when I came live, like on the phone, FaceTime, and I saw him lit up.
Wow.
And it meant so much. I did not care about those who speculate about what Auntie Felicia means to me, whether it was an extension of my sexuality or that. I did not care again. It was more about those people that were touched by it, because I then knew that every other thing was a distraction. Yes. So I think it's the same thing for them, and that's what keeps us going.
You can say that for you guys too. Right? There's a lot of people that you guys touch with what you guys do, and which is really, really amazing. So now, are you ready to call?
Yes.
Okay, I got to tell you this now. There's something that you guys have to do, because the next part of the show, I'm going to be receiving Lillian and Lambert and Koe Longa. Also, you know what I'm saying? So before we go now, Auntie Felicia, something we go do, and I say you need to call one celebrity and prank them on the show.
My phone. I need to see that small phone. Check out my handbag. You know, the small one has numbers.
Okay, should I call?
Yes, let's call. You have to put it on loudspeaker. So we're ready to hear it, and put it by the microphone, and you can put your headphones up. So you can. Shh. Who are you calling? Kosi. Okay. May pick up. Maybe the watcher better may pick up. He talks it. Why
is it not picking?
We are waiting to prank Kosi. If you make mistake, pick that phone now so you don't die. While Caro is looking.
Who do you want to call?
Caro, who are you going to call? Okay, Auntie Felicia. Who are you calling?
I'm calling Abo Gilbert.
Abo Gilbert. He has to be in prank. Crazy.
It's your question, David. I say, when the Kang they talk about Yusuf for CRTV now, so.
He talks about CRTV, so I don't do it again.
I tell you, say, I didn't don't pass me, I swear. I don't look at so my heart, the court. I said, I wish I things. He asked, I say, when you go married. Kang, I tell you.
When me I go marry, I'm a married
Hey, sorry. We on Nabstar live TV. We prank you. Are they on Nabstar?
This is a lesson and a message from Nabstar. The next time that you are not watching this show, when this show is live, the prank that we're going to prank you is going to make you to come here and beat somebody or make. So this is a warning for you. And I am here with Lua Fongod.
Hello.
Actual Fongod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, coming soon.
Okay, coming soon. First of all, and since he had the opportunity to call you, just also want to say congratulations on everything you're doing. You're a giant. You're working for the movie, the music, the thing the way you do, and only God you want to bless you. It takes a very talented, interesting, devoted.
Let me take this opportunity to report Koelongwe. There's Auntie Felicia.
Yes.
Who is holding my stardom in her handbag?
How is he?
My video is with her.
Which video?
We did a skit.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. We can't wait to see that. Absolutely. So please, let us want to see that skit. Yes, this announcement officially on Nabstar.
I'm inviting everybody to support CY International with his 80-20 year place day.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
Don't make him too. You guys should come out in numbers because Caro and Copies, everybody is there. Come and support CY International.
Yeah. Time to come out in his number and start supporting real initiatives like Nabstar and stop hating on me.
Let's change the narrative. Let's support him rather than.
Oh, we're already supporting him right here.
We're making.
Let him stop insulting us, because we get sense passy. I mean, no cost.
Today's all good.
We'll grow for Pernambuco.
Mayuka, your Keoka and put the day for here. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Baba. We really appreciate you, and we're looking forward to having you on the show. Okay. So don't forget, the show is every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. The next time I know what you need, the next prank goes serious, Baba. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was a nice one. Caro, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Who are we calling?
Asamba.
Yes. You get your story together. This is how people make your skits freestyle. Let's go. So, one time.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, what's it happen?
What's on problem there was I didn't have yes, me and Kupis don't carry for 1 point, but yes, so don't even know so but don't jam me. I don't even know how I start for the place. And you go Kushi, no my knee pass.
No.
Eh?
Yeah.
You need to want to talk.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Asaba no get network. He will call back. He'll call back. He'll call back. He will call back. It's a warning. Anybody who is not watching the show is going to get pranked. Yes. Now everybody make sure that they are alert. Yeah. Make sure that they are alert. Every Friday on a day alert. Yes. Every Friday on a day alert. Now make sure say. Okay.
I want you to buy quick to them.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that this show goes on every Friday. So every Friday from 8 to 10 p.m. It is live on so many platforms. It's live on Facebook, AUDACE Media, live on Nabstar Facebook, it's live on 106.8 FM, it's live on our YouTube channels also, and you can watch it anywhere. You can also listen to it anywhere, also in your cars if you're driving by. What we're doing now is the prank session, okay? But what we're going to do now is that we're going to cut half of the show now. We're going to let go of Carol, Copies, and Auntie Felicia, and in a few minutes we're going to be welcoming Lambert, Lillian, and Co Elonge, and also not forgetting Godis Franco. All right, let's make some noise for them. Why they're let out now? Let's they're going to. No, they call. He come back. When he call, if he call, no pick up until he come back. Okay. All right, I'm going to go and change. Yeah, go ahead and do that. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're still live out here, and I got something special. Il faut que Jonador, maintenant on va parler avec toi. Maintenant on va parler avec toi parce que le prochain invité, ladies and gentlemen, c'est une grande surprise pour nous. Ok, c'est le surprise de la soirée. C'est quelqu'un qui est très intéressant, c'est quelqu'un qu'on aime beaucoup, c'est quelqu'un qui est déjà passé au Parlement de Riz, et c'est un des plus grands comédiens qu'on a au Cameroun. Tu le connais?
Ouais, je connais.
Est-ce que tu peux le présenter pour nous alors? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for senior, the most senior of all, the pastor, the senior pastor, and our surprise guest today. Senior pastor, I salute you, sir.
I thank God they bring me already unbelievable around.
I don't know if you mix Unana. Yes, you're a big surprise today because some very interesting thing and the way and we need to also talk about today. We're going to prep while we're prepping our next guest. Welcome. First of all, I must say, just a few days ago, I should not know watch television. I see you. I watched your episode on Parlement de Riz, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And
yes. I didn't hear from them. They give me money.
Tell me about that experience, I beg. Tell me about that experience.
Parlement de Riz for me now. I don't know. I feel saying that God. Firstly, now for push yourself. I know I used to be afraid to say French people don't hear me and laugh, but funny enough, they find
very because when I see the originality, I really liked it because j'ai vu ça, il a parlé son français comme pour moi là qu'on connaît, il a passé le message.
Mon français ça sort comme ça.
Et il a passé le message, les gens ont aimé, il a parlé de Kumba, il a appris beaucoup de choses. I love that. I like the way he represented Kumba out there to the world, and that's really that's representing Cameroon, that's taking our culture out there. I think people understand the way things really work. Today was a special comedy show. There's no way we could do it without you, senior pastor. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to do without you. But while you're here, okay, I want us to together call up on our next guest, okay? Because my next guests are in the art world, and they have something very interesting to talk to us about. So we're going to be welcoming T and Alex now. My man, what is really good? Baba, it's a pleasure to have you here. ST, how you doing? Good to have you, Chris. Please have a seat. Have a seat. Sorry, my bad. Have a seat. How you doing? Welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks for having us.
So, Senior Pastor is a Cameroonian comedian. Like, if you notice today, we have a comedy show, but we're going to get serious now, okay? So, don't worry about it.
The wedding. Not wedding, sorry. The anniversary.
The anniversary, right?
In Jones.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, Gombe, you make money outside. They catch you outside. This man is the #1 money-making comedian out there right now. Absolutely. So let's talk about you guys, man. Welcome right here. This is time we're going to move on and talk about art, okay? And you guys have a very interesting project that you are here to work on. So, T, just tell us about that, first of all.
Well, I mean, in a wider perspective, we have a social impact project we just started in Cameroon. We were doing it in Togo.
Right.
Because I spent a lot of time in Togo doing youth leadership, working with Emmanuel at the Bayor in particular,
right,
and with the government there.
Okay.
And it just felt like, you know, you should come back to Cameroon and do something. And that something was unclear for a while of
right,
how to impact. Because there are a lot of people doing things, right?
Right.
Let's be honest. But I think art is an area where, from a professional perspective, I feel very comfortable.
Right.
Because I've been running a fashion brand in London, which is art and fashion and mixed into digital economy in London for the last 5 years.
Okay.
I can see the opportunity moving forward of creatives from Cameroon finding a very, very strong place in the art global community.
Right.
Because in terms of arts and crafts, Cameroon has been high on the museum list, on the consumer interior design list of global communities who want to consume African art. Cameroon's art from Fumban in particular has always been on the radar.
Right.
And we have some very expensive and precious antiques over the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years for collectors of art.
Right.
So now that we have this amazing tool called technology,
right,
and we have an even more amazing tool, Web 3.0, which is
okay,
the metaverse, which is NFTs.
Explain that for some people who are just that is really Chinese. Like, what exactly is this? Like,
well, it's
web.
basically just so Web 3.0, being specific to art, would be the ability for artists to be able to get their work on a ledger, and then that process allows for a transaction using digital currency tokens.
Okay.
Right, and so this is why they keep using the term decentralization when they speak about cryptocurrency, because then you don't have to use main banking institutions,
exactly,
central banks, etc. But the term decentralization has now come into the NFT game, because traditionally, as an artist, if you wanted to blow up, you had to go to a gallery. And the gallery takes 60%, sometimes more, of your earnings, which is ridiculous, to be honest with you.
Right. So you can cut the middleman.
You can cut the middleman, and because the digital Web.3 sort of minting platforms you have different levels. You have some that already have members clubs, meaning that the people who are part of that marketplace, they already have shown a strong desire to create digital art, and they have the expendable income to do so. So if you go to that marketplace, you're not going to lose if your pricing is right and if the art is good.
Okay.
Right? And that's decentralization, because in that case, you're coming directly in contact with the same kind of person who would have gone and bought your artwork
in the
from a
gallery,
and then the gallery would have taken your 60%.
Right.
And I think this opportunity, not just for African artists, for all artists, because I've been working with artists and designers and entertainers for God knows how long. And you know, it's always been the same thing. When you're an independent, it's a struggle.
Right.
Because of the basic issues around marketing, exposure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And so Web 3.0 and Metaverse actually are creating a solution to this challenge, to this difficulty. And we feel like, from the perspective of our foundation, our social impact project, this is an area where we can see real-time impact of what we're doing.
Right.
If we have 20 artists that we downsize to 5, and we use some of our expert friends who are in the Web 3.0 art and creative business to teach them how to cultivate themselves, we can see within 6 months if they sell NFTs or not, right? And if you're selling NFTs or you're selling your artwork, you're making real-time revenue, which is very different from trying to teach people some kind of skill or something where when they finish, they need to go get a job. Or they need to go rely on someone else. This is
so this is like you as an artist can create your art, market it, brand it, and sell it without going through anybody.
Correct.
And all you have to do is just go through the
and
learning process.
We want to facilitate that. We're starting a project where it's an open call to creatives in the art space, graphic designers, so on and so forth.
So they call this open. What do they have to do? Creatives, graphic designers, artists. Let's get it straight. Like, let's call out them. What exactly are we expecting from them?
So, you know, I think anyone doing arts and crafts is eligible. Anyone doing mixed media graphic design is eligible. And
mixed media graphic design.
Yeah. So if you're doing collages, if you already know how to play around with digital media.
Right.
And let's just say you take a composition of a picture and you mix it in with a bit of hand paint, you mix it in with a bit of graphic design to come out your final product, which are the sort of things that are in demand at the moment.
Yeah,
collages
absolutely.
and mixed media are very in demand at the moment, for whether it's for interior decor, whether it's for marketing, whether it's for a creative agency. It's futuristic, so it's in demand. And I believe that you have a lot of that kind of talent right here in Cameroon. A lot of it.
There is.
But they are misplaced, they are hidden.
And they lack opportunities.
Yes, lack opportunities. And we can help, even just 5 people a year, we've done our job.
Wow. That would really be interesting. So it's an open call. Lua, you have any questions? Actually, this is microphone. That's my sister.
Hi. Are you guys linked with Collider Cypher in any way? It's a company that does something similar, based in the UK as well.
I know Collider Cypher. At least I've heard of them. We're not linked.
Okay.
But we do have some institutional partners because, I say everything I've said here, and at the end of the day, the world is still how it is. With something like arts, you still need institutions.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not. For now. Maybe that will change 10 years from now, but as we stand, the validation that you get from being an NFT artist, just making money online by selling it, still does not make you, it doesn't give you the long-term sustainability. Okay. So you still need institutions.
Right.
And for this, we have a gallery, which is a reputable gallery in Miami, that's backing us up, so that even when we're not doing NFT art for the real physical art copies,
stuff,
we can send it to this gallery in Miami for the artists who we will finalize to get some exposure, and also a gallery in Zurich and in London who would carry the art pieces, curated, whether it's just one piece from each one, or I don't know how that'll work because we've not reached that stage. But just having them as institutional partners on board the project
gives
is
a lot of
something to be
credibility.
proud of because
Absolutely.
Miami is a very big art market at the moment, and when you look at the research, one of the biggest consumers at the moment of African art is people living in Miami. Because they have a quite the climate is quite warm. They have a lot of I would say clean villas. So then they want to
project right. Wow, that's really interesting.
Vous faites aussi la pop art? Pop art?
Pop art. Yes, we're open to everything. Pop art is big at the moment. Pop art is quite popular at the moment with NFTs in the metaverse because it's very unreal almost, I guess. And the metaverse is fantasy land.
Right.
And will be filled with fantasy land. It's literally like we can each have our own avatar in here. And mix it with, if you want to have a face as a snake, and then keep the body as a human, you can do that because it's a fantasy place.
Really, really interesting. Is that have you got into this cryptocurrency, the metaverse? As a comedian, are you trying to NFTs? Are you trying to explore this or that thing there?
No, there are a lot of things that I'm still catching up to.
Right.
Trying to know.
But the world is advancing. It's crazy now.
Yeah, you just need to.
You can do your own concerts now in the metaverse without even being there and having everybody in the world in it. It's like the world is one big Oculus video game.
That's what really the coronavirus did and made everybody like, wow.
Right. Well, one thing we always love to, while he's here, one thing we always love to get from you, Senior Pastors, we know that you always have your funniest, shortest stories and very interesting, stories that you have all the time for us. So I'm sure you got one somewhere you're going to pull out your pocket. Please do give us the honors, please. We'd like to listen to that.
Crack a joke.
Yes, Baba.
Hey.
You get that enough?
I get jokes. The jokes now are expensive.
All right. So tell us.
The first time that I used to just crack jokes but now finally see that this thing is really expensive.
Before you want to crack a joke, you have to
see money.
Yes.
That build the momentum.
Yes. And gives you the inspiration.
Yes. But one thing that I normally do now, that if somebody invite me or call me for an event, now I ask the place.
Yes.
Because of what happened to me.
What happened to you?
A few weeks ago. Somebody called me from Bafoussam.
Yeah.
He's a Frenchman. And he says, Pastor, I saw you, blah, blah, blah. Alaman, they read, I say, yes, okay. We'll have a program. How much do you charge? I just told them 900,000.
Yeah.
Just, the man said, yeah, not a problem. I was shocked. In this same country, people price everything. People price things. People can price. So one mama was pricing my jokes.
Really?
So how much joke one crack?
How much joke
one crack? 4. So I was so thrown out from somebody who's able to pay without even want to bargain.
You know?
I was like, okay. So I told the person to me lodge, to me pay my transport. It didn't have a problem. Wow. Until I got to Bafoussam. They took me, they lodged me. In the evening, they brought me to the place to perform. So when I entered the room, it was empty. Nobody was there, but I heard people clapping.
Okay.
I was wow. Then the person who brought me the fare.
The fare?
Yeah, the man said, fare quoi? The man the ferry.
Ferry.
And I had to say, Aki. To
who? Yeah, we come on.
Then I realized he was native doctor in a VA party. The men were spiritual men.
They're clapping in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Senior Pastor. Senior Pastor, you're always also not just a very great stand-up comedian, but you're also one of those who always organizes one of our biggest comedy shows. Always. So when next are we going to see a Senior Pastor show?
No, but soon. But sometimes we don't just throw things now because our village people are online.
Not be that. They're online.
They are monitoring things.
Right.
You just mention it. Let's attack it.
They're ready to attack it.
Yeah, attack it.
I know, right? So, but something coming up really soon.
A lot
of stuff coming out soon. You have been doing very well. You have not only, I think something that we have to also commend you for is the fact that you're actually representing Cameroonian comedy by crossing the boundaries, being a real bilingual Cameroonian. You're in Ivory Coast, like you're in Nigeria, and I think that's the spirit. That's the Cameroonian spirit.
That is what we call chook skin.
That's right. Exactly.
Skin is to sell yourself.
Exactly.
No, sometimes people will talk. I hear a lot of things online like, why do you always bring Nigerians to Cameroon, whereas Cameroonians are not being invited
to Nigeria?
Without missing words, it's a business.
Absolutely.
No, any Nigerians that have been brought here. No, people have some people impact are regional.
Right.
Some people impact are national. Some people impact are global.
International, right.
So any of the Nigerians they have brought here, they already have that global impact. You can never go to a place and take somebody who is nobody to bring to your nation. If you are really a businessman, want to make gain.
Mm-hmm.
So now, if a Cameroonian need to go to Nigeria, because I was in AY show last time. AY is a big platform, one of the biggest platforms in Africa, trust me. But if I want to say, okay, AY invite me, how many people can buy a table because of me?
Mm-hmm. Question. So, and I know that those tables there are millions.
How many of the artists
will come and buy a table to see Senior Pastor?
So before you want to be bidding, people are not inviting, people are not calling. Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Now, so I'm trying to force my way. Like the last time that I performed for AY.
Right.
Wow.
I heard you had a great congratulations. I heard that you had a great performance, standing ovation.
Something new different. So that's how you beat. Now when the value climb, the people want to see you.
Then they come in demand.
They come in demand. They want to see this guy. So that's why I'm forcing my way, trying to.
And you are doing a very good job, I must say.
It's not easy because the social media area, like people are shooting skits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing something like.
How far? You never enter that. You know they go digital.
It's just that
small.
I'm following
the trend.
Small. I had something that they sketch now, whatever. Landlords. That is trending.
How is it doing? You're enjoying this? How is this
keep myself. The other thing, I'm not in competition with anybody.
No, of course. I mean, it's more about like being relevant to your fans.
Yes, just being myself. My little corner.
But you're going to do more skits?
I'm doing more. I'm not sleeping.
Of course, you're a hard worker.
Don't sleep.
Hard worker.
So we are just doing this. So me, I don't like talking too much.
Right.
Trust me, apart from the stand-up comedy, I'm just into myself.
Right.
I can just
yes, that's true.
I'm not too. No, that's sometimes even some people that know the paparazzi thing. Like, hey, we are in Nabstar. I don't know.
You don't know that one yet.
Il est de la vieille école.
Il est de la vieille école.
You
say be old school.
Okay, yeah, be old school. Different show, another year. Tout mes insultes d'un connaît.
Moi, je voulais ajouter un truc.
Ouais.
Je voulais ajouter un truc. Seigneur Pastor, c'est l'exemple de la réussite d'un comédien.
Ouais.
Donc, c'est l'exemple d'un comédien qui a vraiment réussi. Parce que côté anglophone,
ouais.
il s'est imposé.
Ouais.
Et côté francophone aussi,
il s'est bien imposé.
Il s'est imposé.
Ouais.
Tu vois, maintenant, je voudrais demander à Seigneur Pastor, comment tu fais pour aller au Parlement du riz? On t'appelle ou bien tu postules?
You say Chukskin, explain it.
Okay, you need to pay. Parlement du riz, mon premier fois j'ai presté ici à Douala Bessie. Après ça, l'autre c'est Orange Comedy Club.
Oui, oui.
Orange Comedy Club, j'ai presté bien. Orange Comedy Club, they bring, on a amené toute l'équipe des Parlement du riz. Ici.
Oui, oui.
Tous les
Djibé,
maman,
tout ça.
tout ça. J'ai presté la nuit là. Il me voit. Après, maman, il m'appelle. Ben, tu allais là-bas, Parlement du riz, tu écris ton sketch.
Ouais.
On jugeait là-bas.
Ouais.
C'est bien, on invite.
Ouais.
C'est comme ça, on juge là-bas.
Ouais.
Donc toi aussi, tu as compris comment
to agree. But I get beef with this particular guy.
Tell me why.
This is the first time I'm seeing him in real life. But the last time that I was small in Limbe, that they told us in Limbe that Aki and Papa were coming. And we paid our money at community fee. But I mean, everywhere was full. We were waiting for Aki and Papa. By 11 or 12, they brought two short guys from Douala. I thought you were one of them. That night, they dimmed the light on the stage, so we could not see the face. So we like put the light on the light. So when the people were so angry, put that light on stage. Want to see the Aki and Papa that we came to see. So it was so brutal. On the people start shooting stones. They took the people and run backstage. I will look for you, Limba. Are you the one? Because you pay my money. I'm sure you know the story. On a mené à Limba, non? C'est toi là, non?
Ben, ça fait longtemps, regarde.
This guy just scam me. This guy scam.
Moi, j'étais pas au courant de ce qui s'est passé.
They scam me too.
Ok,
il n'était pas au courant, il n'a not really happened.
J'étais juste invité comme les autres étaient invités. Pas qu'il était dans un truc.
Non, salon, on a chop, on a riz chop.
Et tu voulais demander un truc à Seigneur Pastor.
Oui.
Bah, on a vu sur les réseaux, tu as organisé ton American Tour.
American Tour, oui, à US.
Ouais, ça s'est passé comment? Finalement, tu es allé, comment ça s'est passé?
Tu connais, it's faith work.
Yeah.
And it's no time it will happen. I used to see a lot of Nigerians travel to US and they do their tour. It's like they don't have foreheads. Sometimes I'm being close to them, like high. Sometimes you see them on far, but when you come close, it's like these people are normal people now. Why are they making this thing so hard? And one of my mentors that I look up is from South Africa, Trevor Noah. He's breaking grounds in US. So why can't Cameroonian do that?
Right.
So I said, okay, this America will go there. And then I said, American Tour, we thought it.
Yes. I definitely like that. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Pastor normally was not even supposed to be on the show, but of course, as the pastor, senior pastor and senior comedian that he is, there's no way we could do a comedy show without having him here, you know.
Yeah.
And thank you very much also for showing up.
We are here to serve.
Absolutely.
Me, I'm here to serve. I didn't choose to be a comedian. Comedy chose me.
You. Absolutely.
So it's not like you're forcing things to belong. You know, I'm there.
You are there. No be lie. Let's put our hands together for Senior Pastor, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And Senior Pastor, when are we going to meet next? When next should we hear from you?
Hear from me. Let me give you my Momo number. From there, you can hear from me even now. Tomorrow from.
As long as the
alert coming, hear from me. What am I doing?
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So as Senior Pastor, we'll still stay with our friends, of course. T, you're still here. Comedy is the order of the day. So let's call this out, right? Because we have our next. Let's call this out one last time. Let's tell everybody who's supposed to be part of this event to know what it is, what they have to do, and how they can contact you. And the best night, this is going to be for artists, like you said, for graphic artists, just painters. I know a bunch of artists, a lot of very talented artists out there in Cameroon. So we're doing this call. We're going to follow it up on social media. We're going to have a campaign to get more people involved in it. Stay tuned to AUDACE and Nabstar pages for you to get more information on that. But sure, one last word that you have for those people.
Well, I mean, listen.
Or what is going to, or how are we going to select these people, or what they need to do?
I was giving you. I came to Cameroon about 3 years ago. I discovered Cesse Elangwe in Montreal. Yes. I was over the called Centre Culturel Français.
Right.
I was going to eat at IA.
Mm-hmm.
I went into the back. I discovered this young artist.
Right.
And I saw his work was amazing. I took some pictures of his work. I put it on my WhatsApp, and my WhatsApp, just to give you an example, just between my friends who, they didn't know who he was, they had no idea.
But he had
not interested to know, they just saw the work they liked.
Right,
I want, if you cannot get the original copy, get me some prints.
Yeah.
I got prints, I didn't get original copies.
Copy.
So I'm for anyone who thinks that they deserve to be on the global stage. They're doing arts and crafts. They're doing mixed media, they're doing graphic design, they're doing pop art.
Right.
They're doing anything which they think creatively they should have the opportunity to challenge other global creatives around the world.
Right.
To contact us, Carl Young Becker Foundation website.
Right.
If they can reach out to you as well, that would be great, considering you will be a massive instrument in the project and success. But in 3 months from the applications we take in, we will scale down the candidates to 5. Finally, we will have a few showcases here in Cameroon during that period of time. And ultimately, from those 5 people, we have experts in Web 3.0 metaverse business who will be willing to help them mint their artwork into NFTs. And also create some sort of outlet for the physical arts to find itself at the art galleries that are trying to support us.
And don't forget, there's Miami, there's Zurich, and London.
Correct.
Right, so that's definitely great, mad exposure. People should just drop in. It's mad talent here. You guys can contact us, and we're going to just come to our pages for those who are watching us here, and I'm going to give you information on how you can contact them. And of course, you can also get that through us. We have 3 months for you guys to submit all your artworks. I know there's mad talent out there, so this is a big call for everybody who's talented, who's into arts and all the things we said, graffiti, and even graphics, like he said. So like, you please come out there and make sure that you're going to be part of this opportunity. 5 lucky people are going to move from local to international artists.
It's Africa's time for art.
Absolutely.
Africa's time
it's
to
for
use
everything.
digital economy.
Absolutely.
In all sectors. Obviously, we picked art just because we felt like it is maybe one of the most underrepresented areas.
True.
Or least supported areas.
Yeah, that's right.
Because obviously, as we know, our governments and our systems on the continent have generally not taken art seriously.
Right.
But
even though we are very
that's changing.
Right.
And if we can be an accelerator and a facilitator to that process, especially for something like art, where we already have the track record globally.
Right.
You go to any top museum, that has been collecting African art, and there's no way you will not see artifacts from Fumban. They're impossible.
Wow.
I feel like also it's very important. Art is a reflection of self.
Right.
And the appreciation of somebody, the other person, of the art work of the artist.
Right.
Gives the artist the means to improve their life situation. And
True.
I think it's very empowering like this.
Right.
To be able to help those people out.
Right.
In a way like this, to give them global exposure and get themselves out there.
Right.
And that's really what we want to do.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to that, because I'm sure you know a little bit about the art that comes out of here. If you've been able to, I'm sure you definitely have an idea of it. But I think something that is really interesting I would like to see is what the young Cameroonians are doing, because most of the art that you know about is like, it's like antique, it's like really old traditional art. But then you have a bunch of young Africans that have all kind of creative art styles and stuff, and I'm really excited to see how we can still mix this young generation with the history of our arts that we have in Africa. So I mean, together it's definitely going to be exciting.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for something hip, something new, mixed in with the culture that people need to experience in terms of Africa. Because Africa, on a global level, we don't hear a lot of pop culture in Europe about Africa. How many movies, Hollywood movies, do you feature where you have African kids being represented in those movies? You have a lot of other cultures. Africa is not one of them, but we need to get it out there because it's hip, it's the future, and we have a demographic here of young people, more than I think 60 or 70% under 40.
Under 40,
so this is the future, and there's no way around that.
Right, absolutely, and that's something very important to know. I want everybody out there who's listening to also acknowledge that, understand that, and let's tap into it, right? Because they're out here with a great project, and I definitely do appreciate you people. We're going to also be giving you guys information about the little events that we're going to be taking place tomorrow. We're going to be hosted actually after this. We're going to give a big shout out to Therapy, because after this we're all going to Therapy. Therapy Lounge is not far from here. They're going to host us tonight, and they're going to host us just tomorrow also. So we're going to have the opportunity to get a few people in the art world around us tomorrow to talk to them and present this project and officially launch the quest for that 5 great artwork that we're looking for, right? So thank you guys very much. Of course, you guys don't go away. We still have the after party. You know how we do. So we don't talk all that serious stuff, but we're definitely going to kill up after party. But we have something very interesting. Please just watch. Make sure you're backstage, enjoying the show, and watch it without going anywhere. And we're just going to put our hands together for them. And I appreciate it. And we'll be right back. Yes, sir. See you guys in a minute. Sure. So our next guest, Lua, is a very interesting, is a very interesting comedian. Somebody that I've always watched on our page. I discovered him on our page, Poshenga, on our découverte sur Nabstar, tu vois. Et il est très intéressant. He's very funny. He's unique. He has his own kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's special. If you look at all his skits, you see how really special he is. So I want us to all just put our hands together and welcome Grand Lorenzo. Please, let's welcome him together. Yeah,
Bonsoir à vous tous.
Bonsoir,
je suis là avec King Kong Junior.
King Kong Junior.
Tu fais de ce temps là,
Big Lorenzo, what is good, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is the first time, please speak into the mic. This is the first time you're coming up to the show. Just talk to us a little bit, because we've been enjoying your skits for a minute, Like you already introduced, I'm going to ask you first, who is this guy?
It's because,
yeah, that is King Kong Junior. You know what I'm saying? You go everywhere. You're the one man. You enter problem too. It's kidding. You know the enter problem first. You or he?
No, not they ever enter problem first.
Right.
People shock. Then suddenly end up just call me. Queen the one day I was up. I don't know how you want.
The one time now, so hot in check.
Yeah, King Kong. Oh, peace.
Guy Lorenzo, 2 things. The first thing I asked, but how would be that person where they black camera where they ever hype you about? We say, man, they there. You can't see. Right? No. Nah, we need to know that guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ogbono. Nah, name not that.
Slippery.
It's very slippery. Because I think he's one of the important characters. And I want to put it actually. I really find it sometimes when I watch her skip them, like I'm looking forward to hearing Ogbono pass go for us, pass go for us. Tell me, you're very, very talented. What's your creative process? How you write? How you go through your skits? How do you create them?
My creativity. Like when it comes to again, that's two characters on.
Yeah, because you get Big Mami.
And Big Mami.
You get Grand Lorenzo. That's the thing. Because today I start check out Big Mami. I'm like, Grand Lorenzo, so boss as Big Mami today. You know what I'm saying? But let's start with Grand Lorenzo, and then we'll move to Big Mami, because that's a very interesting character too.
Okay, with Grand Lorenzo, Yeah, Grand Lorenzo another kind of where we ever enter inside problem.
Yeah.
Then they move it for shock.
Yeah.
So I ever use some slang say Babylonian, you know.
Yeah. The king of Babylonian.
Yeah, Babylon. Now come on to street like that we do something for opposite way they say Babylon. Yeah. So Nigerian something Babylon.
Right.
Yeah, but you know, online to get one kind crazy kind thing because my first character I really start with now Grandpa.
Grandpa?
Yes.
Oh
Grandpa,
wow.
man, that's that one be first be number. First
character.
First character I start with them. Then two tower be the do one. My first comedy I ever meet up in life so na copies.
Oh wow.
Meet up for advice me say the Jews church skip them. Somebody do church skip them. And as time I just start do church skip there, I do first short skip, second, third number. There is skit you go viral. Then the other skit then you go viral.
Continue. So which was the now which skit we do and we change all thing?
First skit we really do and where I see and say it really changed all thing now.
Right.
So I thought I want go for go see commissioner.
Yeah.
Yeah, say don't send me fake banger.
Yeah. Yes. You know that one.
That one is the first skit.
Yeah, that one be dog bad.
Yeah, the first skit. Then the other one say I want go let scam me start
character. Yeah. So one day we tire that one worry.
Which one?
One day where you carry your tire, say you carry the tire, say you the tire. Which happen?
Yes, now my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Actually, he make accident. As well, make accident. So they tell me, say this so your girlfriend don't make accident. So I feel pity for the motor.
Right.
So tell I go for change tire for the motor because they tell me say the motor get flat tire. Right. So I'm gonna send me back. So I just ask you a question. Oh, the motor gonna electrical fault. What's your create? Do you write scripts? I don't write, but it's really important to write because at times I forget.
Really?
Yeah. Plenty if you can.
Plenty if you can, but then right. So if you say sometime when you get your inspiration, if you write time, you'll get a lot more from it too.
Yeah. Especially for when it comes to big mommy character, I need the right time because it's something normal. Like my parents.
Tell me, what's that big mommy? Let's start with it now. Your first character was what? Papina.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Grandpa,
yes.
Right? Grandpa. Who? Where'd you get Grandpa from? Like,
okay, I grew up in some community where a lot of old people they did it.
Okay.
So when they always do the TV, always make me laugh because I stay for some village around Melon.
Okay.
Where a lot of Anglophones and don't can settle for them.
All right.
Get different villages, Batibo, that is a culture being mixed.
Okay.
So they are among them.
Okay.
So when I see that I gather, and at the kind of person where I like small picking
right.
or old people. They help me at gather my inspiration.
Wow.
Them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then grandma. So all these are like kind of like characters from growing up in your environment.
Yeah. Nothing way. That's it. Something like acting at you, around like anything with concern acting at
yeah, I say tell you grow up, you be that kind of picking where you look some man, so you go imitate the man with different person, like mimic people there.
Like that was, at first I used to imitate Stanley from start to end.
Yeah.
I used to imitate even president. Yeah. I used to do that. A lot of people like at time we should also you want to say a lot of start talk like you.
Yeah.
So
oh wow, okay. that's
natural talent.
Yeah, then after some time I not really be interested, but I discovered say for school any place I go, a lot of people they really push me in say good boy go in for comedy. Then I be discovered in a town way at this school my lecturer that is not ever the laugh that kind of thing. I be always making you laugh, so they just tell me to go in for comedy.
Oh, wow.
One bad person way, he really kind to the game, where really give them courage again. For say go in for comedy in a brain chapter.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know like I sound like him.
Right.
Especially like that way at this small one try in my corner I must laugh.
Right.
Yes, that's I get some kind of voice. I really
sound
like
right.
Yeah, so when I see brain chapter, I see
that was inspiring. That's okay. Inspired. Now I have something that I want to be like.
Really push me to it. Yes. Before you really push me. Okay, I say okay, because it not be easy. I say for stand in front of this camera. But tell people they may push me some do the comedy. I be just want be like the kind of TikToker where sometimes get 10,000 followers.
Right.
You find a place.
Right.
But because I not be Facebook, that will be do comedy. A lot of people were like, bro.
What's I be doing before?
I be doing for my 18 for my 18.
Right.
Yes, I'm just doing from city. I cannot go far. Just
city. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like the people just need the
content.
Not the environment.
Right.
So I'm just doing. Yes, I'm just doing.
How you create your character, for instance, before we go? How you create your character, Grand Lorenzo? First of all, we get the dog, baby.
Yeah, okay.
When did you wear belt? You know what I'm saying? You know, like he's a character. You
yeah,
get me?
you know, at times, like for example, plenty people they out there where they get that talent, but you need to make something where if you capture people then.
Right.
Yes, like for example, something like TikTok. Right. They'll just want us on TV, man, you just screw so short
way capture,
Yes, I just decided to say, okay, man, if I make something they will attract you, okay, then you check my work.
Right.
Yes, me check my work.
May check that out.
Yes, you just do like sometimes you go through something, go see some very long video, when there's some fine video, bed, man. Yeah, so I just decided, okay, man, do some, man, just use something. Then, Stanley, I know this one, an artist who I like.
Yeah, so I see. I mean, 5 minutes here, we can tell you. Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I've never feared. So from there, I'll come out, do one King
Kong Junior.
Yes, King Kong Junior.
Wow. So there's a lot of things connected to it. You have a question, bro?
It's a comment as well. Boya, I think lately has been a catalyst or like a birthplace for a lot of Anglophone comedians and artists.
Right.
I've just noticed.
Lately for you, the last 5 years though.
Yes. Lately it's 5 years. I'm not very correct. So is there something about maybe the environment that breeds talent?
Right. Good question.
How can I put it? Yeah, but most of the people are from Bamenda. If you check well, most of the people are from Bamenda. Because someone like me, I grew up in Bamenda.
Okay.
I grew up in Bamenda.
That makes my point more. More people, a lot of people from Bamenda, from everywhere, they congregate in Boya. And not only comedians, musicians, like a lot of them. Yeah. It's really, I think that
the environment too.
Yeah. I think the student environment also maybe.
Student environment.
One of the biggest Anglophone students.
70%.
Okay.
When you have a bunch of young people together, they turn out to do young people things, right?
So what's your challenge day to day with your comedy skits?
Okay, my challenge again also one big challenge. You have a big that is something about the lack of challenges. Okay, like me 2,000 buy plane, so I define buy the plane.
For 2 colo?
Yeah, 2,000 buy. Shock you.
You have no problems.
Okay.
You're in a good place.
Okay, my challenge right is eradicate first of all, like that would go out of the street like a lot of people then grand.
Yeah, people recognize you now, right?
I just want to be like a normal person while I do my work. Like I don't want to carry fame. For my head. And say fame too, like, and when people they praise you, it bring down your work. Right. You think they don't reach that point. Yes. Where if you not be careful, you come and a lot of people don't be so way. Okay, you don't do this thing, they praise you, bro. When you are down, those people will not be there to praise you. Yeah. So you had to go for the street, they might praise you, and the walls worldwide I want to like a year now when person to them say, bro, your place there. And with the comment too, when person see you, that idiot of a chick say, okay, the man
every time, okay,
get money. Yeah. But you need to enter with the street, go hustle for your daily bread. You don't need to carry fame, imprison yourself because because you want to satisfy people.
So what do you do apart from comedy?
Apart from comedy, I really goes. I be student.
I'm a student, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But for now, I don't put my mind concentrate for comedy because I want to try out something like give out the consistency for the people. If they feed them the work, then must see the output.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
I think consistency is very important. Consistency is the secret all the time.
So I want to give then see the output, and from the way they see the output will really come, like your followers and the rest. Because a very good example is now for Facebook. If you enter Facebook, that is for November, but now so I get more than 115,000 followers. The English Cameroon,
that's amazing.
I really want to. It deserves, and I really want to give a very big shout out to like Anglophones who are actually, because I think there's a lot of Anglophone content from Cameroon, even though we have a very small population, and the amount of support that we get, it needs people to actually commend them. Because most of the times we say that support your own, we're accusing people of this, but this is something that deserves. Like so like people we should recognize it, right? Do you know?
Ouais, mais là, moi déjà c'est sa particularité en fait.
Ouais.
Tu vois, il a la culotte sans ceinture.
Il a toujours ton santé.
Une grande
chemise tout le temps.
Avec son news.
Oui.
Bon, dans l'art, en fait, on dit rien ne fait gratuitement.
Ouais.
Donc, est-ce que tout ça a une démarche ou bien c'est juste une tunique pour faire rigoler ou bien à la base? Parce que quand j'étais vu directement avec le nounous, je me suis dit que certainement peut-être toi tu es un ventriloque. Tu vois les gens qui arrêtent de nounous et font genre
comme une geste.
Voilà.
They talking and then the nounous speaks for them.
Voilà. Donc quand je t'ai vu à la base, je me suis dit peut-être c'est un ventriloque ou bien tu vois un peu. Donc je voulais savoir si dans ton accoutrement, si c'est juste pour faire rire ou bien derrière ça il y a un message que tu envoies. Voilà un peu.
Ok, excusez-moi, je ne suis pas bon en français, mais quand même est bilingue. Voilà. Donc, c'est seulement que j'aime un musicien italien.
Ouais.
Et il marche avec
son
je le aime.
Ouais.
C'est ça qu'il fait ça.
C'est pour ça que je fais ça.
Ok. Donc, ça, le nounous, c'est en honneur à Stanley.
Oui, c'est un Italien, oui.
Ok. Il t'a donné combien?
Pardon?
Il a dit t'a donné combien?
Non, tu sais, donc, je suis content beaucoup de fois que tant que je fais ça,
oui,
il peut venir, gars, j'aime ça.
Yeah.
Donc, ça dépasse même
l'argent. He's a fan, he follows you, right?
Tu l'interprètes souvent,
Oui, je m'aime.
Okay, let's do it. Before we call everybody in again, let's do a Stanley Eno impression right there. Give us a Stanley Eno impression, let's go. Stanley, I'll be watching, no?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, don't you know, I just want to put him on the map. It's your boy Stanley, aka King Kong. Come to my era, bro. Martin, Monaland Empire. Donc, je suis là, les amis, avec vous. Je vous t'aime.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's call in all our guests right here, right now. We're going to push up our chairs and call in up all our guests because we have a bunch of questions for everybody, okay? First of all, Lorenzo, you have a bunch of entertainment friends, right, that we're going to talk to right now. Yeah. That's Lambert, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. That's Godis, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody looking fresh. Senior pastor in the building. Lillian in the house and Cor Elonge. One time. We're just going to stand right now. That's what's up right now. Everybody is here. I have a bunch of interesting questions for everybody, so we're all going to try to find a way to answer. Everybody's looking really fast. Lorenzo just told me also that you're the one who got him to start doing short comedies. At first he was doing a bunch of long things, and then you advised him to start, and that's mad respect to that. Senior pastors in the building, for those of you who didn't see him before you all came, I'm sure you have all gotten the opportunity to see him. He was our surprise for today, and I'm very proud to have this is like the comedy family. Baba, please.
Yeah, bon after. I said, now wait till the years away, I hear say happen for copies.
I don't say no, Carol don't come in and cry. I don't call Carol at 600, I know you speak, I call copies to copies, so you speak, wait you don't have.
I just hear say whether they attack them for now they call up this for one wrong point.
Yes. Okay, just to let you guys know, these people have been traumatizing Asaba since that time when they prank Asaba. She has called 100. How many missed calls you get from Asaba? Hey. How many missed calls you get from Asaba? How many missed calls you get?
You don't call like more than 50 missed calls.
Okay, more pick and now break them for you.
What should I say? Hello? Hello?
Yes, boo. Now wait till you happen.
La copine. On est là pour hospital so pour et moto jamais for wrong point. That's it. I only la senior pastor there with me.
I said the thing don't make me I get for rush to my can yet.
Take calm. He'll be fine. Take calm.
Bosa, you didn't already need assistance for you. So you did.
Boy, if food don't cut.
He'll be fine.
If food don't cut.
He'll be fine.
Go open now, hold on, bring up.
Asaba, this is Nabil from Nabstar. You are live on Nabstar Radio, and this is a warning for you that next week, if we are on live and you are not live, we will prank you. The prank that will make you to leave from Douala and fly to Garua for nothing. You don't hear what they tell you.
See, I beg, will not ever do me again.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm giving work. Like, if you see how my face all long. No, I'm a back and back.
Sorry. Asaba, I'm fine.
Asaba, we are sorry, but we're not sorry. You were supposed to be watching Nabstar now. So if you, the only reason why they free pranking are because you don't watch the show. So next week, Friday, make sure you are tuned into Nabstar.
No, Mama, you say I go show you Pepe.
Asaba, best sing for you before you go here. I mean, you know you.
Remember the job and Caronos and play with my job.
Now that I never shake him. Now that I never shake him. You see them. You don't lose.
Yes, I never have a bad condition.
You see job.
For thanks.
Thank you very much. All right. I think everybody should have one last big word to say. We'll start with you, Alonga.
First of all, congratulations once more to Nabstar. You keep coming. You have
Watago Livingstone.
Like 100 revivals.
No,
just keep coming and you keep winning.
Pussy
you
with
remember
9
I
lives.
told you on Freaky Table that you are the reason why I got into media.
Yes, that's true.
Entertainment media. So before any other person, before June and any other person, you are my first role model when it comes to entertainment. Media. So I'm always on the watch of what you're doing, and I'm always very proud. You've never let us down.
Thank you very much.
The second thing I want to say one thing, but that was
no. Go ahead.
The next thing I want to say is what we see today is a testament of what collaboration and unity can do.
Absolutely.
If comedy is actually making waves, it's because we have
united.
We have decided, we made a conscious effort that will support ourselves, that will reach the heights we want to reach together. That we are not competing against each other. We are competing to make ourselves better. So each of us here is an inspiration to the next. You can imagine Lorenzo being an inspiration to Auntie Feli.
I'm dead. Absolutely. Yeah, because I've always realized that without even knowing, when I was trying to get this show together, without even knowing, today I realized that everybody here is kind of related, right up to Grand Lorenzo. Like everybody is interconnected, everybody's interrelated, everybody works together. There's a lot of collaborations here, and I think that if you see, like you said again, it's a testament of how unity can be able to take us really far. Right, Lillian.
Okay. To add to what Koelonge said, I want to applaud you, Nabil. You keep coming back stronger and finer. Kudos to Nabstar's TV.
Thank you.
And to our fans, thank you guys so much for the constant support. For always, I can say our fans are one of the reasons why we are here today, because they have never at any point tried to compare either of us,
and I think they're all following, and I think they're all following each other.
Connected, this is like a circle. So we are like a family. I want to appreciate you all for the love, for the support. Please keep supporting, because we still have a lot in store for you all. Thank you.
Absolutely, this is really great. Absolutely. Richard, Senior Pastor first. Senior Pastor, you come through in the line.
Firstly, this is my first time on.
Yes, this is your first time here, and on the new
a lot of time to be here,
but never was possible.
My first time I'll be here, but when I was entering here, wow, thank you for the branding.
Yes, Baba. Yes, sir.
Nico.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for pushing our industry forward.
Thank you.
Doing a lot. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
We are a family.
Absolutely, always.
We don't know yourself, they compare yourself with other people.
No be lie. No be lie.
You know who you are. You cannot be afraid of somebody rising.
Right.
Yes, because everybody, the sky is too big for everybody.
There's enough skies for the stars.
So when I see things already happen, I'm coming from the stand-up comedy side.
Yeah.
And see people excelling, it's sweet.
Right.
I don't know, any of my success is with me. If I see online, when I go online, I see somebody posted, I'm doing this, I was like, wow. Right. So you give me, at least, ginger me. So I really love what I'm seeing in the industry as comedian. Everybody's comedian, whether it's skit or whatever. Yeah. So thank you people very much for bringing more flavor to the industry. Because they brought some new air. Some new freshness. Air. Yeah, everybody want to, even when they did the show, people show, I saw the joy.
Oh yeah, the way people
I saw Cameroonian accepting their own without being forced.
That's right.
Yeah, so thank you.
That's nice one. And we are very proud. Let's say we're very proud of you. You are representing Cameroon both in Francophone and Anglophone Africa. It's something that we talked
internationally.
About. Internationally. Yeah.
Don't forget internationally.
Internationally. Congratulations to you. God is from God, aka Mr. Richard, is in the house. Let's make some noise for him.
I don't got to do thief phone again.
You know, TV, I'm going to the thief now.
The thief motor them.
Yeah, you know.
Businesses.
You know.
Human beings. That kind of man, I don't got to do it, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to talk some more English. So, big shout out to you, Nabstar. Thanks. Big shout out to everybody in the room. All right. Big appreciation to my colleagues. I think that the journey we've had has been an amazing one. I feel like we have an amazing journey still ahead of us because I don't feel like we even started yet because there's a whole lot that we still have to do and so many years that we have to work and make a lot of money, from this thing. It will be a dream come true to see we all, living an amazing life, and the people who gave to us, we giving back to them, because it's a joy when people reach out to us and say, bro, that thing we're doing, so you keep me fine. It's really amazing because I didn't know everything that my work would ever get to touch people like that, but it's happening, and for me that's a dream come true. And we've had a lot of support from people, and all we need is much more support, and we're gonna keep giving you guys content back to back and back to back.
Sure, for sure.
Back and back. And we want to get to a point where Cameroonian content is known everywhere in the world. You know, we want people to talk about, we know these guys from Cameroon, the way we talk about some people in some other places. So these people right here, we are not even the people that are really going to take this somewhere. The next generation coming is going to really make this work. And I just want to urge a lot of young people who want to do this to start working now. Right? Not wait to get to some place before you start working. I feel like this is the time when you look at what we're doing, learn from our mistakes, and keep working and pushing and growing. And just one thing I just want to say, that a lot of people feel like they get to collaborate with Auntie Felicia before they become star, or they get to collaborate with Richard or Karen Copies. That's a misconception, because when I started this thing, I didn't think that I have to collaborate with anybody to make something. So you got to build your own audience, right? And then when you get to the point where things are going great, you have an audience, and then you start collaborating. Because if you don't have an identity, there's no point collaborating with me or with any other person. So big ups to everyone in the room, and let's do this.
All right, let's make some noise. No bad grammar. Grand Lorenzo, Big Mommy and Big Papa, all the three in one.
That English very concerned now. Shout out to Mr. Nabil. Shout out to Mr. Nabil. Shout out to my Dewan nigga, Mr. Staliano. Shout out to Pele King. Shout out to Mr. Abo Gilbert. Shout out to my Dewan nigga Putin, even though we are not in good terms. So I want to talk and say, I thank all, especially my fans and my Babylonians there. I promise when say we'll fit back to back content. When I feel no, yes, back to back contract. So you didn't gonna king say. You make a king Nebuchadnezzar the name now. Okay, yes. My salute to for Big Mami talk. My pocket the salon all one hour. On a co na uma soccer fan. Merci beaucoup à vous tous. Merci beaucoup.
Lambert is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, thank you very much, Nabil, for having us. I must say, adding to what Felicia said. Felicia. It was not deliberate. Okay, so adding to what Elonge said, nah, 200 tie cocky. Yeah. So that one of the we say inside unity power day. So I want to urge all we for continuing this team spirit, because me I don't realize and say would it succeed more as a team. Right. Yes, would it succeed more as a team? So we will continue with this collaborative spirit. And to add to where God is talk, people where they see this dream, people where they get this dream, where they get the passion, where they want to get into, may they start up something, just start up something. Right. Like me and Carota, we start, we not be see any man and say, okay, now this person go feel hell, we do this thing. We start our own thing, then we start get our own audience. The same thing with Felicia. So I will urge all man say, stick to your dream. Believe in yourself, start something, and you're definitely going to succeed. Thank you.
Definitely love that. Amen. So guys, thank you very much, and I want to also appreciate my sister who was here. My sister, and she has her YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. You all should go check it out. It's Luali, Lualih. You have to subscribe to it right now. My own is Nabil Fongod. Yes. So you all should please subscribe. We are going to be doing a sibling tag tomorrow with you. That kind of language where they don't teach me. I want to learn come back in now.
Just to say that it's really amazing. There's unity in diversity. Yes. Right. And this is an example. Yes. And that there's the same kind of genre, but everybody is so unique and everybody is so together. So I'm really lucky, privileged to meet all of you here.
I think that's a very bushy way of saying it.
in the mic. Normally, what you say? Normally, how you just break it down?
No, I think she said it in the best way.
Right.
What we're trying to say.
It's just exactly in a few words,
in a nutshell.
Yeah, unity and diversity. And of course, my man D&D is here.
Yes, Baba, yes, Baba, yes.
Yes, Baba.
Ouais, c'est bon, c'est un pasteur. Le tout si tu vas m'inviter en vrai non.
Oui, maintenant.
Faisais pas.
You know the story where senior pastor talk about here. Say the man owe money, you get beef with the man, so to the beef.
Oh, money, man, put a money here. When I was smaller in Limbeck, they be there we say Aki Apopo the Cameroon. We pay money. So mommy them there for fee even 11 o'clock. Carry picking the break to see Aki Apopo. 12 o'clock, dan Aki Apopo boss. They lost light on stage. This man I used to hear me. We never feed them because the moon and put light. They don't display. They put light, they don't display. They don't have boys, they take stone. They carry it past on my side.
He just asking now, so say, he say no, no.
Axi.
Tu n'étais pas au courant quand tu étais là?
Non, j'étais pas au courant. J'étais pas au courant.
They use you. They use you.
On nous a frappé à deux. Quand on frappait, toi aussi, oh my God, that's crazy.
No. They don't know. They go bring a person who talk English. Even for open up, Ladies and gentlemen, D&D, aka
they can't do the need talk. They say what they talk. The long guys will shut up for
So that was it for you all guys, ladies and gentlemen. We took 38 minutes of your time, but merci beaucoup à my Crippen. Thank you very much, Baba. C'était ton anniversaire, ça fait pas longtemps. Yes. Bon, the only person is top friend. Thank you very much to Dope Shots. Shout out to Flash System, who's in the building one time. And shout out to Small Pepper, aka Blanche. Shout out to my man Simon, who was in the building. Go longer. Thank you for having you, Lillian, Senior Pastor, Mr. Lorenzo, my man Godis, and of course the team and Lambert. Yes. See you guys next week, same time, same show, same station. You say what? What's your question?
The question they say, Senior Pastor originally bien des photocopies.
Okay, now only one day. C'est l'original.
Donne-moi l'argent au show.
See you next week. Bye bye.
Écoutez la meilleure radio de la bande FM.
Radio AUDACE.
Que serait la vie sans musique ?